All right, ready?
Ready.
All right, what's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name's Pao.
Welcome back to the Vive con Huevos podcast, episode número 54.
Oh, I like that number.
54?
Yeah,
Do you?
It's a cool number. Sounds good.
Is there
Maybe
a
because I like
famous-
24, so 54.
Is there a famous 54?
All the short kings.
5-4. There's that Short King episode right here. Short King episode.
Actually, how I was going to begin, because I know you mentioned this in your one of the recent podcasts,
That I'm not actually 5'10".
that you're not actually 5'10". So
This is a short king episode.
Oh, no.
literally the
Yeah, it is
Short
the
King
Short King
episode.
episode. I don't know what happened, bro. I used to be 5'10", now I'm 5'8".
It's the
What?
Yeah.
It's the scoliosis.
I think so. It's probably scoliosis.
He was taller in high school.
I was taller in high school. I gained more weight. All I do is sit down now. I got to go to a chiropractor. Just
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Put me
maybe
back
you need to
up.
work on your
Steer on.
posture.
yeah, put me
I
back
think,
up.
I think it's because you hang out with, you know how they say you become the
Who you
people
hang
you're
out
with?
with?
And it's, you hang out with Hans, Rex,
All them short
Aaron,
people.
and I.
Yeah.
We're all under 5'8".
Your body took it.
Yeah. Damn. I'm gonna start hanging out with some NBA players.
Yeah, you gotta start hanging out with Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just come to San Diego more, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
You don't know this, but upstairs I have like those old like torture,
Stretchers?
those old torture things.
you
where
really?
just, no.
I was like, damn. I was like, all right.
Welcome to my, to my black room.
Welcome to my room.
I've been in one. I've been on, like in one.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
Why?
Oh.
I went,
yeah.
I went to a torture museum and I
Oh, I was
tried.
gonna say you're kinky,
And I-
kinky, huh?
I the one that spins you.
Yeah.
I got so scared because I thought I got stuck. 'Cause-
On it?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
shit.
like it was we got invited to go and they just tell us to go just fuck around and
Yeah.
I was like, don't tell me to fuck around because I'm gonna fuck
'Cause I will
around.
fuck around.
Yeah,
Fuck around and
yeah,
find
fuck
out.
around and find out. And I found out it was like this thing where I had to put like my head in, and then so now it's like a strap that holds your head in, and then like you have to go in perfectly to fit, and I went in perfectly. And you have to come out perfectly to get out. And I was like, I started like freaking out. I was like, oh shit. And I told Hans to kind of like pull me. I was so scared. I was like,
That
I'm gonna
is
die.
scary. I
Yeah.
can see how like you start getting like claustrophobic in a sense.
My
you know?
anxiety
Like,
would
get
have
me
been
out
through
of
the
here.
roof.
Yeah. It was fun. But I'm not into it. But
He said he's into it. Yeah,
nah,
he said
he's,
he's into it.
definitely into that
it's
shit,
fun.
bro.
Like, it's cool.
So this podcast was gonna be about you guys, but now it's about Saul's kinks.
Yeah. So
I
start
got-
listing them.
Yeah, shit.
We do have a thing with lists right now.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden we started talking about all this list, so we can create our own
List.
Saul Kings list.
Well,
There you go. I'm a changed man though. I'm not.
2024
I'm
is
not
new.
like that no more.
Yeah, I'm not like that anymore.
New
20
year, new me.
2020, 2024. I'm a new
Yeah,
man.
new year, new me.
Now he's submissive.
Kings are still there, but
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
just
vanilla.
opposite, yeah.
Opposite, yeah.
The other end.
Yeah.
He gave the peg to the girl now.
Oh my god.
She's like, what do you mean, Peggy?
Oh man. Anywho, what's up? Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us. Excited to be here.
So excited to be here.
But guys, you guys are actually the first guest of the year, so super
That's
excited.
Oh fuck yeah! And we're the
We're the
first.
best ones too.
We're the first. You guys are the first podcast we get on this year.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're the
Okay.
you guys
Oh.
are our first.
Yeah.
I feel so honored right now.
Oh yeah, it's a cool.
Yeah. First, so super excited because like we were talking about this before we started the podcast. Shit, it's been years in the making.
Yeah.
It's been years in the making because I hit up Saul when you guys first started the podcast,
Damn.
like a long ass time ago.
My bad. My bad.
Hey, he totally bad at replying.
Yeah,
He answered 3 years later.
Yeah.
he still hasn't even added me.
He said, "What's up, bro?"
On Ian Frenzy. He has me on his personal,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but I don't hold grudges. So
I'm just gonna expose this episode.
Yeah, they're exposing the fight.
but then when we started the podcast, it was just way too early to start inviting people with bigger platforms, right? So I feel like when I invite people over, they kind of like see your work. And correct me if I'm wrong. You're kind of like, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Are they putting in the work? Are they not putting in the work? Is it just
Yeah.
kind of like, do they just want us on because of our name? Like,
The way I see it is, I'm super like, time is so valuable to me. Like
Yeah.
it's so insane. So like we've had so many people reach out to us to like, hey, be on the podcast. But what I like to do is I like to see if they're really serious about it. Because there's people that have invited us before that they're no longer doing podcasts. So it's just kind of like at some like you see it like, are you just trying to like you said, like just trying to get some followers and see if it works out. Like I really fuck with people who like they stick through like the hard. Like if it's like if nothing's happening and you're still doing it, then I know you're really passionate about it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter about your followers. Like,
Yeah, just
not like as long as there's like
as the consistency. If
Yeah,
they see you've been doing it for a minute, I was like, okay, I fuck with this dude. Because I mean that's how people like people have given me a chance like that, like where I had no followers and no views or anything, but they've seen that like it's something I actually enjoy doing. Then they just invite me on, and it would be cool. So I start using that with other people. It's just like I like to see if it's something they really like to do.
Yeah. We've adopted that too, like with our podcast. It's like obviously it's not as big as you guys, but when people do. And like they send me a DM, it's like, hey, how do I be on? Or like, what can I do to be on? Like, I have a story to tell. Like, I really will go on their profile and I'll like, okay, what are you doing?
What are you?
Like, what are you posting about? Like, what is your
Yeah.
story? Like, just because you think you have a story doesn't mean. I mean, it's a little selfish, but sometimes it's like, well.
Senator Chismecito with Pau.
Yeah, just put it on there. Yeah.
Anyone can say that.
Nah, I think when it comes to business, you have to be selfish. You have to put your business first. What I like to tell with people who do podcasts is you don't want to have a lot of guests because you want people to know who you are first. Yeah. Like you want people to like, you don't like, I'm not the big on like interviews. I'm more just like, let's just hang out and let's talk.
Let's be friends.
Let's just be friends.
Literally,
yeah. So,
We've
usually
slowly discovered that.
Yeah.
I think it's way better instead of because we've had podcasts where we interview people and just not the vibe.
I don't like it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No. Well, actually, that's how. Well, we have the segment Tall Can Talks, where it's Bao, Jesus. We've as of lately incorporated my best friend Raul, where it's just us talking, like just shooting the shit, whatever it is, whatever comes to mind. Also, because I want to be a lot more, like you said, kind of more nitpicky about who I bring onto the platform. Because I also want to fuck with their vibe, you know, like, like I don't want someone here, like we're obviously recording in our house.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it gets like super awkward.
It's like your
Weird
house
vibes.
vibe. It's like your house is a vibe, and you want to keep that vibe going.
Oh yeah, Paulina sages every time it's
Yeah. I'm like, all right, let's see. Let's sage before and let's sage after.
That's smart.
Put in the positive vibes and get the negative ones out.
Yeah.
You know?
Energy.
We had I asked someone to sage the house after we brought the possessed doll. I was like, sage the fuck out of this shit.
Don't talk about Johnny that way, bro. Johnny was sick.
Get Johnny out this fucking house.
Johnny was warm.
Yeah.
I just
It's
realized.
just a preventative, you know? Like, let's just be precautious about it.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't even introduce you guys. We
I
just
know.
fucking went straight right in.
10
I was like
minutes
super
in.
excited. Yeah. But guys, straight from the IE, honestly, they don't need an introduction. They speak for themselves. The show with us today, today, guys.
Two gays?
Two gays, one pod. Hey.
2 gays, 1
Hey.
We got the short kings of IE.
I like the gay one more.
And that's the first time a
come
guest
back.
ever walks out.
I'm gonna come back taller, trust.
With inserts.
Yeah, so I was gonna start wearing those.
The hookahs.
The hookahs that my
You should
dad
get
got
some
me.
hookahs. What are they called?
The hookahs or whatever.
Yeah.
They have like a solid 3-inch
Yeah.
platform.
Oh,
Like,
man.
Let me buy some
and
right
one
now.
more.
So it's funny. My dad got me some for Christmas, but when I took him out the box, like I'm super grateful for the gift. But when I took him out the box, I'm tall, bro. I don't need.
You don't need
I
it.
don't really need it. But I shit you not, that shit had like a 3-inch platform.
He
Damn.
gave them to you like as a joke, or he's like, here, you have this.
Well, I like loungy shoes. But so he just gives them, like every year he gives me kind of like workout shoes. I think it's more of like ponte fit way. Like, you're fat, dog.
But it was funny because like he stood on the foot that he tried the shoe on, and his other one just kind of like dinged.
Oh,
you
shit.
know? Like,
Oh,
that's how you
wow.
know it's like
Yeah.
a significant
Oh, man.
amount.
I'll send you the
I'm gonna
link.
have to show you guys. Yeah. But you still need to finish introducing.
Oh yeah, so straight from the IE guys, we got the boys from IE and friends in the house.
What up? What up?
We're missing one of
What's
them.
up, friends? Aaron,
up,
yeah.
Yeah, I low-key think he hates me, but
You think so?
I
Does he not
think so.
reply to you?
you know,
He doesn't reply to anybody.
yeah.
I've noticed. Everybody. That's the one thing people tell me all the time. They're like, "Hey, bro, I've been trying to contact Aaron. He doesn't reply." I'm like, "You're not the only one, bro.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it
apparently.
personal, bro. If you don't have like
Apparently
nice
it's a
titties,
naive thing.
You don't have
Yeah, it's an IE thing. Yeah, you can push it in if you want, bro. It's cool. Fuck with it.
like
Hi.
nah, just there. That's cool.
Um,
It's really 2 gays, 1 pod.
I was trying to fix it.
No, but it's funny because a while back ago, this was before Aaron like lost all the weight. Congrats to him, by the way.
Yeah,
Shout out Aaron.
that's crazy.
When he was kind of struggling with his fitness journey, I feel like I've been like just calling out podcasters like the left and
yeah.
right. I sent him a DM a long time ago, and I was like, "Hey, bro, like, I heard that you're gonna start like acting on your fitness journey. Like, what's up? Like, let's just collab." And he left me on red.
He opened it and
Yeah.
left you on
That's
red.
crazy. That's so right up, Aaron.
That's crazy.
Damn, you're just
We
putting
actually-
all their shit on
Yeah.
blast.
Bueno, we called him because
Yeah.
there's a fan that told me something about that Aaron doesn't reply. And I'm like, I'm hearing this way too much. And I called Aaron on the spot. I was like, "Hey, bro, reply to this girl, and then they just had the conversation on the show.
I called them out on at the Yo Sabo one year. And I was like, hey, bro, you never fucking reply to my DMs. He's like, yeah, I do. And I whipped out the DMs. I was like, no, you don't.
Damn, you whipped out the receipt.
Yeah.
Whipped out the receipt.
And then after that, I noticed he doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, followed him.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this guy. Vivo sin ti.
That's funny.
But then we actually just started this challenge with Andy Canchola. Shout out.
Oh
him.
yeah, you're part of it too, huh?
Yeah, Johnny from
That's what's up.
PLP,
Johnny.
Mike from Cisco and Mike.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing more people, but we just started the fitness
Ponte las
journey
pilas, Johnny.
with Johnny. Yeah, and Aaron was gonna be part of it, but then he told us, he's like, "Nah, I already lost too much weight," and he's like, "I'll coach you guys."
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll be hard for him to lose more. Like it's
Yeah.
already hard for him to start losing weight now.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna get just fucking ripped.
Yeah, just yoked.
Yeah. 200 pounds of just muscle and dick.
Oh shit! Have you guys noticed his confidence? Like,
100%.
yeah,
Bro,
At
my
his
favorite
birthday?
part, on his birthday, my favorite part, he's like, yeah, I got this date, or yeah, I got this girl, or and I'm like, how does that feel, Aaron? You're like, I wish he was here to ask him.
The other day, I don't know if he talked about it on the Patreon or on the actual podcast, but he went up, like he was at the bar, and his homies were like, hey, bro, that girl's looking at you. And he just walked straight to her.
dang.
What's up?
Confident.
Yeah, Aaron would not do that. He's like, no, she's looking at Drew. No, she's not looking at me. She's looking at you. And Aaron just went straight there.
I'll just
He
wait
still
till
got
we're
curved,
friends.
but he still did it.
Yeah, hey, but he did it.
He did it.
Yeah, it takes a lot of balls, man. It takes some.
Yeah.
That's Vive con Huevos right there.
That is Vive con
Straight
Huevos.
up.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys for being here. After like 20 minutes, we're already on our first break and shit.
Pretty much.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I know it was a long drive. Like I said, a long time coming. Shit, I know Cesar, we met like 3-4 years ago.
Met him at Coachella.
At Coachella, super
I remember that,
randomly.
yeah.
Super randomly. I remember, well, we were talking through DMs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, if we meet up, we meet up. If not, we'll like,
We
signal.
like,
Yeah, in like a random
was
stage, because
just
we were
like
on
that.
our way to.
We were walking past the Sahara.
Yeah, and I
Because
think we
we
were
met
on our
right
way
in
to
front
the
of it, no?
Heineken tent or something. And then next thing you know, I see Cesar, and I was like, I know that short king. And I just yelled like all across, like on the other side of the world. I was like, Cesar!
I thought I was hallucinating. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that God?
I was like, fuck. Not again.
His voices don't stop.
Ay, Miguel. Escucho borroso.
Oh my God.
No, yeah, and then we
Yeah.
saw each other from like across, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
good
That was a
times.
cool little vibe.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was funny.
No,
That was a
yeah.
funny moment for me because I was just like watching it all happen. I was like, that really just happened.
And it was fun because we were talking about it because that was way before the podcast had even started. Like it was kind of just in the works. It was like, I kind of want to do this with the brand. I'm kind of tired of the merch and like shirts and doing apparel. That really wasn't like the vibe. And then I was like, yo, like I really look up to these guys. Like it really was like a you guys started, well, so I mean, you started it from like nothing. And then now, I mean, shit, you guys were on fucking Times Square.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking wild.
Yeah,
So like
it's
to me,
crazy.
you guys being here right now, like I'm super starstruck. I'm like super thankful just because you guys are honestly, I look up to you guys so much in the podcast from like everything from what you guys do, from like podcasting, content creating. You guys' vibes are amazing. And then, so I really do look up to you guys. So yeah, honestly, you guys are like from all the podcasts that I listen to, and I listen to a lot of fucking podcasts.
Yeah.
It's probably
He
you guys
does.
are definitely top 2.
That's right.
Appreciate you.
Top 1 is mine.
He's not kidding.
That's why I did 3 podcasts so we can be like top 3. So we're like we're all top 3.
Yeah.
So like top 1, top 2, top 3.
Yeah.
So,
And you guys were on like still like you guys are doing numbers, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun journey. I like to say, bro, the more the bigger you get, the harder it gets because now you have a bigger audience and now you have brand deals and now like before when we first started, we're fucking wild. We're wild boys. And then now we're like
Episode 1's crazy.
yeah. And then but
I do-
it's because when we first started, we were just saying a bunch of words that we had no idea about. And then we start learning. We learn in the comment section.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, actually, you guys shouldn't really be saying that." And I was like, "Oh, my bad. No one ever told me. I didn't know."
We're just talking like bros.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a bad word. So I learned a lot of
Yeah,
things.
you learn as you go.
Yeah.
You learn as you go. But it's hard to like censor yourself sometimes because you do want to be yourself. And I get it with like the brand deals and things like that. It's a little
Yeah.
But luckily, it's all pre-recorded. So
Yeah, it's not pre-recorded either way.
like
It gets
that.
edited out. Yeah. But
I didn't like that one. Yeah, I think it gets hard too because like your topics, you're just like, fuck, like there's only so many things you can really think about talking about. Once it becomes redundant, and you're like, I don't know. Yeah.
What really made us blow up was the like the Mexican culture stuff. Like, oh, remember this is that. But I feel like we can only talk about that one time because we already talked about it, and it's like redundant. We say the same jokes, and we already said it last year.
Yeah, it gets repetitive because we were talking about that, like trying to come up with different segments this year. Like, what else can we do? And I told Paulina and Jesus that I was like, I like doing the hot topics of the time, but it's just podcasting has become so saturated that every single podcast is talking about the same thing. Yeah. And it's like they all just talked about the Epstein list. They all talked about Gypsy Rose. Yeah, we did too, you know, but
something to talk about.
It's just like at what point are you like, I need to separate myself from the crowd.
Yeah.
You know?
Just talk about trauma.
Yeah. Talking about trauma.
I'm still seeing it, bro. I never got that fucking cup.
Should we bring up the kid trauma?
Yes, bro. My parents would always be like, "Te lo voy a comprar cuando salgamos," because you don't want to, they don't want to be carrying, or you don't want to be carrying it throughout the park. I was like, bro, I could carry it the whole time at Universal Studios. The park is fucking 2 miles big.
I got this.
I'll hold it.
Nunca. I never got one. I still
sorry.
to this day don't have one.
By the time you left, the stores were closed already.
The stores were closed.
Or the lines were too long.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, look at
There
that.
was always excuses. Yeah. Always excuses.
¿Cuánto tenemos?
You're good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. So funny you said that. I was in my era last year of like healing my childhood traumas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? How was that?
He got the fucking cup.
Yeah, I got my cup.
He's
As you
healed.
can tell, I got my cup.
He's healed.
I got Funko Pops in the garage, bro. I finally got Crocs.
You put the little buttons on them too. The little duck.
So growing up, I luckily had parents that worked really hard. I mean, we all did. But I grew up in, it was weird. Like, we had money, but we didn't have money. Like, we had money for the essentials.
No sobraba.
Yeah. And, like, luckily enough, like, I grew up and I went to private school my entire life.
Nice.
Oh.
But it was like, I was always that kid in private school that was the poor kid in private school.
Yeah.
I get you. Me too.
Yeah, I did. It was like I was the one that brought the hot lunches from home, and I didn't get lunches at school. Like I didn't get hot lunches and stuff like that. Yeah, like I was like, fuck, should I eat this? Should I trade this? Do I throw it away?
Yeah.
Like I was hella skinny in high school because like I didn't eat my lunches. But like growing up, it was like nunca había dinero para eso or para algo extra. So now when we go out with Pao, I was like, oh man, remember when I was little, like. My mom never got me this cup.
So you got that.
So I was like, you know what? I'm getting myself the fucking
No,
cup.
bitch, I bought it for you.
Fuck.
She's healing you.
I'm the independent man here, okay? I wear the pants. You just tell me the color and when to wear them.
I'm going this week and buying one.
Yeah.
What else did we get? We got the big donut too.
The big
The
donut.
the big
donut.
donut's dope as fuck.
Yeah, we walked. We took his niece, well, our niece, and he ended up with all the things. Like she didn't want anything. We asked her like, "Oh, what do you want?" And she's
I almost
"No,
got like
nothing."
the Harry Potter one.
Yeah. She got this like chocolate, and Mario's walking around with his donut and his
Got a whole
Simpson
ass
cup.
bag and everything.
The bag one.
Or like when in Disneyland, I always wanted the self-walking dog, the invisible dog with the little leash. Have you guys ever seen that?
Nah.
It's just the leash and the collar.
Yeah, it's a collar
Oh, what?
and it's
In
the leash.
Disneyland?
Yeah, and
What?
it's an invisible dog. Like you're just walking around.
That's
todo-
so dope.
todo tontito.
I wouldn't have bought you that if I was your dad.
There's no dog, obviously.
Sorry.
No, but this
Yeah.
one was funny because we were walking around the store, and he's like, "Oh, I always wanted that cup," and like. My parents would never buy it for me, and I was like, "Okay, well, like I'll buy it for you." Like, it's
So
okay,
he's
you
basically
know?
kind of gaslighting you.
Yeah, and I
He's
was like, "Well,
"Damn,
do
I
you
wish I
want
had
the
that."
cup?"
No,
But
no,
he
it's fine.
He pulled the "I'll buy it later" on himself. Like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we're on our way
I
out.
do that all
and
the
I was
time.
Like, no,
Yeah.
just get the cup, you know. And so we got the cup.
I was
But
like
it
the
just
meme
funny.
of that little white girl. I was like, huh, I wish I could get one.
Yeah.
I wish I could
Wish
get
someone
one.
could buy it for me.
Yeah.
He talked about it the whole day too. He's like,
Yeah.
"That's a nice cup."
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, we used to compare myself to Bart and Lisa, like my sister and I.
And supposedly you get free refills, but I don't know.
Yeah. But, you know,
It's technically an investment.
Yeah, it's an
If
investment.
we come back twice,
Free
it's for
soda.
itself.
it basically paid for itself. So
Free soda for life, but
Wow, you
How
guys
would-
all had the same traumas,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, bro. I'm still.
I
Looking.
know. I was like, no, I kind of want to give it to you now.
I kind of feel
I-
like we need to give
is
it
the
to
nose
him.
squishy?
Do you want to touch it?
Yeah.
No, I want my own.
Oh, it's not squishy. That was squishy.
No.
This is cool.
Is that how it feels? I'm gonna go get one
What else is on your list?
For
for a trauma that
Healing
shit
trauma?
that it- So I was actually a really spoiled kid. That's why I probably never got that. But like Yeah, that. I mean, I
That's why
was
it hurt so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Didn't
was
get it.
doing berrinches. No, it was never like, it was like my birthdays. Like for my birthdays, I'd get spoiled, but other than that, I wouldn't really get stuff. But nothing else. It's just that.
That's so
That's
funny
just
that
that
it was
specific
like that cup.
That cup. Yeah, that cup. I got like a Homer
If
hat.
we get robbed tonight, like, I don't know why.
That's the one thing that's gonna be
It's
missing.
If next episode he's not holding the cup,
You have a
there's
stack
no
of
why.
cash, and then you have that cup.
Next
that
time,
cup's going.
next time I watch their podcast, it's going to be right
I
behind
know,
Caesar on the shelf.
Yeah. No, but that cup you have to get it at the park.
Yeah.
'Cause you- like, you can get it at Amazon, but
No,
It's not the same.
feeling.
Yeah, and you can't even go to like Universal City Walk. You have to go into
In the park.
In the
Yeah.
park.
Yeah,
in the
Into
park.
Moe's. Is it Moe's?
Moe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moe's. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
That's
it was-
so funny.
Anyways, thank you, babe. Apparently now we got to go with Caesar.
I'm gonna get you a cup, okay?
We all go to
When's your birthday?
April 26th.
there you go.
I'll get it before then.
We have to
now.
go to Universal
Damn,
Studios
Aries
before
vibes.
April.
Oh,
No,
I'm a
no.
Taurus.
Oh, shit.
It cuts
I'm
off.
super bad. Do you guys check compatibility?
Yeah.
With your
With
like your
the-
significant other, whoever you're talking
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
I have co-star.
Yes, let's be friends.
What's
I'm
your
I'm not
what's your
toxic,
Saul
no,
has
I'm
No,
co-star for
you're
the
hella
wrong
toxic,
reasons,
bro.
I changed my ways, but yeah, I had co-star.
New
I
year,
like,
new me.
yeah, I just be like, oh yeah, you have me on co-star, and then be like, how do you know about co-star? I was like, I like to be on like horoscope stuff. I'm very intuitive and very into like the universe, so I was like, yeah, and sometimes I was like, okay, I get it, I understand it.
I know how to get Saul not to be toxic.
How? You're gonna be sad.
This song reminds us of you because of the Yo Sabo karaoke night.
I
heard you
What
got
we
that.
kept
Yeah.
doing was singing Sam
That shit was
Smith.
fun. I love singing Sam Smith for karaoke.
Like I can't listen
Look
to
at-
Sam
he's crying.
Smith with them.
I don't even have no one to cry to. I just cry. I'm crying because I'm lonely.
I don't know. That night you looked really heartbroken that night.
Really?
When was that?
A year
We
ago.
always like
We're coming
mix
up
up the
on
dates.
a year,
Yeah,
no?
we're coming up on the year
Yeah, I wasn't able
of
to-
the year.
Go that. Yeah.
It was
'cause I
so
in
far.
there. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
No, me and Aaron, we're like karaoke bros.
Yeah.
Like we put Sam Smith on, we just go hard.
I guess he is a good. I mean, you left an impression, obviously, because that's all I think about when I
Yeah.
hear Sam Smith. Yeah.
Like it's not. It's not even Sam Smith's song anymore, bro.
Hell
It's,
yeah.
it's
it's
Saul's.
Saul's.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I love karaoke. Karaoke is so fun. I think
Yeah.
it's like ages. It's like at first when you're like in high school and shit, like, oh, what the fuck, karaoke's dumb, like, so cringy. Then you get to an age where like, fuck yeah, let's end the night with karaoke. You're drunk as fuck. Everybody's singing. There's this one time I'll never forget. I feel like if you sing Umbrella by Rihanna with someone, you guys are locked for life. Like, yo, we
Okay.
sang Umbrella together. Like, how the fuck? How you did me dirty? How'd you do me
How you
dirty?
do me dirty?
How you fucking do me dirty?
You stood up there saying, Ella, Ella.
You can be my umbrella, Ella. We looked into each other's eyes, and you did me dirty. That's crazy.
That's you because you got to. Like, bro,
You're both
that's
swaying the same
crazy.
way.
Yeah, that song is so powerful.
I just did karaoke actually. Remember
Yeah.
when I was in Santa Monica?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
I
I was gonna wait for traffic to die down. So I was with someone, and then I was like, I'm gonna wait for traffic to die down. She's like, oh, we'll just go to a bar. I was like, I'm not drinking. She's like, it's cool. Like, we can just chill there. Start chilling there, and then she's like, what's your go-to song for karaoke? And I was like, I don't really have one. She's like, what's a good song you like to sing? And I was like, Te presumo banda recodo.
Oh.
And I was like, but if I sing that song, the bar and everyone here's gonna fall in love with me. So don't do that. But she did it.
And then the bar and her.
And the bar and her fell in love with me. And I was like, I'm so sorry to do
I
this
told
to you.
you.
I told
Told
you.
you.
I learned your
Fair
lesson.
warning.
I did
Yeah.
karaoke at a gay bar. Like a couple months ago. It was so random.
What song? What song? What song did they make you sing?
How
Did
the
the
hell
bar
did
and
I
everybody
get
there fall in love with you.
I was like, yeah, they fell in love with me, but was it the girls? Like, what the fuck?
What song did you sing?
It was a Cristian Nodal song. Botella tras botella.
Okay.
That was fun. It was so random because we went for I went for like this consulting gig I did, and then the girl that I was with like
Consulting dicks.
I was like, that's a good one.
I let that one go.
But I was bamboozled.
Oh yeah, it's girthy.
That's like, it cares a little bit too much. But I was bamboozled because the girl that I was like consulting for, her friends, like every time she posts her friends, they're baddies, like bad as fuck. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a great time. And then she's like, you want to go to a bar? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And she said like her friends are coming, and I'm like, great. And then we ended up at a gay bar with her gay friends.
Not the friends you thought.
Not the friends I thought. I was like, fuck it, let's make the best out of this. But it's still a fun time.
Yeah,
Y'all
I like karaoke bars.
Yeah, karaoke
You
anytime.
guys have a song you sing together?
No.
There's no
I'm
duet?
your
There's not-
typical, like, I'm going to sing every single song, but not on the mic.
Oh,
Like, I
okay.
just don't, I don't know. I get really shy. Like, I
She
get
does.
really shy. Which is weird because I sit in front of a mic multiple times.
You're like,
a week,
you're-
you know?
Y'all
But
gotta
I don't
sing
know
Umbrella.
why. Okay. I think next time
Trust.
I'm going to, this year,
Hey, Carlos,
new year, new me.
your 2-year anniversary.
Umbrella.
We need
We
a song.
another karaoke night.
Yeah.
That place was cool though.
It was. Hold on. Jesus.
Let me drink out of your part.
No, we got to talk about it, though.
I enjoy feelings.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional guy without being an emotional guy.
That's good.
Oh, it's good for him, but when I start crying.
But when you start crying,
She boos you. Boo.
Yeah.
Like
Stop
you're-
crying.
You
Stop
don't,
crying.
you don't embrace that you like feelings. You just start to feel, and I'm like, like
Yo soy-
I don't know, I don't know what
Yo
to
soy
do.
bien dolido, dude. Like, I love old, like,
You put
banda.
Karin Leon.
Yeah, and I'll be like, and then I too pout.
He's your typical, like,
Yeah.
we're in this, our happiest we've ever been in our relationship, and he's fucking singing a heartbroken, like,
Who the fuck hurt you?
yeah, I see, like, talking shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I
Like,
think that
what-
happened.
what?
It was a serious, like, problem in our relationship.
At one point it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had, like, I asked him, because he would sing Amorfoda by Bad Bunny.
wow.
Like,
It's
crazy.
like a song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like word for
But
word,
word for
it's
word,
just
like,
heartbroken.
in his
Singing the fuck out of
fucking
it?
Yeah.
You
feels,
hit it with like the
yeah.
accent and everything.
Everything.
And y'all been together for a long, for like what you said, 5 or 6 years.
5 years now, yeah.
So
And at
you're
the-
like, who
Well,
got
this
you
was like at the
there?
beginning. Like it was like maybe like
It actually
a few
happened at
months
Coachella.
in.
Like she has a video of me. It's Tamorfoda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She has a video of me singing, but like heartbroken.
And you
bro,
could
like,
see that guy behind him, like, okay, like, he really knows the
who
song.
hurt you?
Yeah. But I would always tell him like jokingly, I was like, "Who hurt you, baby girl? Like, what happened? You know?"
Yeah.
And like jokingly, but then like we started getting more serious, and I was like, "Wait, like actually, who hurt you?" And he
talk
was
about
drunk one day, yeah, and I was like, "A ver, I'm gonna take advantage." What the fuck?
That's entrapment.
And then whatever, his bullshit story came out, and I was like, "All right."
Dang.
Love that.
It's not bullshit.
So do you still?
So they're my real emotions.
I'm crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. He told me his story, and I was like, all right, makes sense. But no, he really is just like, le gusta estar dolido sin estar dolido.
I'm sad as
you know?
fuck.
Emotions are nice.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I like feeling them. I like being sad.
But really, who hurt you?
Who did hurt me? I know who hurt me.
Damn.
Send it
like,
into
"Pa' que me
comadreando. Hold on. I got the link for
I
you,
did.
bro.
It's in there.
Nice. We got chismecito next week.
Did they hurt you or did you hurt them?
Can I read you a text I just got?
Yeah. Damn, we got the exclusive.
Okay.
I
That's
got this
crazy.
text.
This is the first Patreon. This
Yeah.
one's
I wonder if I deleted it. No, I know I didn't delete it. What's her name? Fuck. What's her name?
Fuck, what is her name? That's
Fuck, what is her
crazy.
name?
like,
Yeah.
I know what she looks like.
The fuck?
Today on Fuckboy Facts.
If he can't share your password with you when you see him, it's not in your contacts.
Red flag.
Dog,
Hella
the
red
fuck
flag.
is
What
her
happened to
name?
Fuckboy Facts?
We stopped
I'm
being
not a fuckboy
fuckboys.
anymore.
We are
You grew up,
outgrowing
you
and
grew
we're
out of it.
maturing out of that.
Retired
We're
Fuckboy
25-year-old men now. We are grown.
You gotta.
Yeah, we're grown now.
You see this facial hair, bro?
It took me 25 years to grow.
It's been going for about a month.
Oh, that's pretty good for a month.
No, it's been like
Hey, but he wants a Simpsons cup.
It's
I know. I like hit it. I put it over there. I
behind the
keep seeing his
pillow.
eyes.
Eyeing it.
it's in my view.
We're all always worried somebody's gonna take our dog, but
Yeah.
no, he's gonna take the.
He's like,
Simpsons,
fuck
the
you.
Bart
He
Simpson
takes
cup.
both.
I'm taking both.
The dog and the
I'll leave
cup.
everything else here.
This is how toxic Raul's. Saul's
He's still
Like-
looking.
text
still
star, bro.
scrolling?
He's still scrolling.
Honestly,
bro.
Reply to your mom.
I think I deleted it, to be honest. I can't see it.
yeah.
But it was I was like, damn, and I was like, damn, she's like, I hope, she's like, this is why you can't find love or something. I was like, I was
Oh,
like,
oh.
those
I was
are
like,
fighting
I
words.
was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I
What did you
didn't
do? You ignored her, huh? She was on
Yeah, but I
D&D.
didn't even like her like that.
Then
She
how
had
she
a
hurt
huge,
you? Then how she
she had a
hurt you?
huge crush on me, but I don't know, she was weird.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention. I barely replied to her, and that's why she, I guess, took it the wrong way. But
It's hard though to like maintain a relationship, especially like now that you guys like the spotlight is on you guys like so much now.
you have no idea, bro.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Like we
Yeah.
could say some like let's say I was talking to someone, right?
Yeah.
And then now I just said, oh, I was talking to Monica with this other girl. Well,
You're
now
screwed.
guess you
Yeah.
know.
Guess who you're not
But-
talking to
but that's
anymore?
why.
Yeah.
That's why we run single. We fly single. We
Yeah.
fly alone.
Yeah.
Which is like
I like it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it became an issue like with your past
With my
relationship.
ex-girlfriend.
I know you don't really talk
She
about it
was
that much,
toxic.
but yeah,
She was like that little story with her, like
just ruined it.
Yeah,
you ruined your
it was-
night.
Yeah, but she was cool. I miss her.
Yeah. I feel like I probably had the love of my life somewhere, but then she listened to the podcast and she dipped.
She heard a story. She's like,
100%,
fuck this guy.
Yeah, and then the scary part is like when you meet a girl somewhere, then whatever, maybe meet at a club, at a bar, even like between homies or whatever, and then she gets your Instagram. Now she has the YouTube. Now she has 3 years of
Damn,
you.
that's true.
Yeah,
3 years of you and probably almost your whole life, because we talk about everything that's happened in our life. Like people
has
know
an
about
advantage.
our moms,
Yeah.
our, like our parents, about us, about our emotions and stuff. So it's like, and I always tell them like, that's not really me. You know,
It's a
like,
persona that
like
I'm-
you gotta talk
yeah.
to me here.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
When you guys go on dates, do you like give a disclaimer, like warning,
Warning,
on a
I'm on
podcast?
What happens on here is gonna be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Or a meme page. Lately, you guys been on like or the hella meme page. You got that
Some Mexican.
the sofa one
yeah.
went
Yeah.
off, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
the
couch
sofa
one.
one. Your couches be touching.
I know
the
we
wall.
talked. We broke here.
No, but this one doesn't.
We're only half broke.
That's funny. When I heard of that, I was like, damn, my couch touches the wall.
Yeah. And it's funny because people like hit up like something we said on the podcast, and I just don't remember what I said.
Yeah.
Because I just be yapping, like I just be saying shit.
happens.
Professional
Sometimes too.
yappers.
Yeah, we're literally professional yappers.
On your
So-
resume.
We have
Professional yappers.
one of my sister's friends listens to the like avid listener of the podcast.
And we had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea, and we were having a carne asada at my sister's house, and he's like, oh yeah, he brought up something about from Jesus, but I'm just so like used to hearing the name Jesus. I was like, oh yeah, and I answered, and then it clicked, and I was like, oh shit, you listen? And then he brought up something, and I was like, dude, I don't remember talking about that shit.
Yeah. Our
Yeah.
friends too, they'll
Yeah.
like make comments like, oh, you talked about this. And I was like, I did. I said that? Fuck.
Yeah. For me, it's like when like friends that I didn't think they would watch the podcast and they watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like that. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that we went to high school with,
Yeah.
like they watch our podcast, which is super cool. I was like, oh shit, like that's tight.
Yeah.
I really got like that support from like I guess our class.
I have this girl, this like big booty Latina. Found out she watches. I was like, damn, that's dope as fuck.
Blocks her.
Love that.
So I was like, where do you hear me? Like, what are you doing when you're hearing me? You showering? You waking up? What's going on?
So that's cool.
How tall do you like him?
She unsubscribed when she got the update.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9.5" now.
I got
5'8".
hookahs.
Have you guys ever had any crazy stalkers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How did that go?
That one guy.
that one guy.
Oh,
Oh, it was a guy.
Oh my
nice.
god,
I
he's
wish
probably
it-
gonna listen to us. If he listens to us, fuck you. He probably will listen to us. Not gonna lie. I'll tell you. I'll
Spill the beans.
Because this dude
Beans.
fucking pisses
Spill
me
the
off.
frijoles.
So there's this dude. I can even. Should I say his name?
Steve?
All right. He did it for you.
what was that? Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. What was that video? The little dogs and what's your name?
Oh.
Steve.
Fuck you.
Steve.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
What was it?
Something like that.
Yeah, but this dude. I mean, he's just. He's like our number one. I like to say, if there's someone that's gonna kill me, it's that guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he
Gotta be
gives me that like Selena
He's
vibes.
outside right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
deadass.
bro, fuck that.
Yeah, it gives me that vibe where it's like I'm your only fan.
Oh.
And when we did the stand-up show, I remember I told my friends, see this picture right here? Don't let this guy get near me. Cause the thing is, he's how do I explain it? So yeah, he's a supporter and like he watches everything we do, he supports everything. Shout out to him for doing that. But it comes a point where he gets like really drunk and he starts DMing us very nasty things that he wants
On
to
some
do
horny
to us.
shit.
Oh.
And like very graphic.
Oh.
And then he talks to himself there like it already happened. We're like, oh, like I don't. He puts it on. He lives in a weird fantasy, and he DMs us all the time. So I just ended up blocking him. He blocked him on the main page, but now he would just he'll send all his shit on our Take the Mic thing, and he'll put all his things there, and literally he'll just like follow us everywhere. We do like a live show. He'll be there. This one time when I did the improv, Ontario, he was there. And he said, what's up or everything. And we had an after party. Did not tell this man about the after party. Somehow he was there.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I was
I
like,
just
who the
followed you
fuck?
guys.
Yeah, I was like, who the like, what the fuck? Who knows where else he followed us to afterwards?
That's fucking
So
scary.
that shit's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, that dude. Keep a close eye on that guy. I have people
that's
watching
scary.
him.
Please show
You
me a
have to.
picture just in case
For
he's
follows
around
you.
here. Yeah.
You start getting DMs
Yeah, I
at 3 in the morning.
We did have a listener confess his love to us on Love to Me on Comadreando.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, what's up? Every time you get tired of pao.
Shit, I'm like that.
Yeah.
Pa que sepas.
I know. Okay, sorry. That
that's-
is scary though.
yeah, that's fucking
creepy.
scary.
Yeah, it's wild, but
It's like,
I
yeah.
mean, whenever we go to places, there's like over like 6 of us. There's a lot of us.
Yeah.
I never really go by myself anywhere. It's
Yeah.
always, I don't know. It's just fun.
Yeah,
We don't
but
go
it's still
alone.
like I don't know.
Yeah,
I would
it's
still be kind of
weird.
like freaked out about
Yeah.
it, you know, especially knowing that like he's actually been where you guys are. It's not just like a
Yeah, it's not just like an online
so
thing.
He's like
Social media
local,
thing, yeah.
like local
Yeah.
enough
He's a
to
local
know where
dude.
we're at.
Yeah.
And he's been to every event we've been to.
every event.
He's never showed up to your house?
I hope not. But we have cameras, and my house is pretty
Yeah.
secure. Like,
Has he like talked to you in person?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just that, like, he would just be like, "Hey," and be like, "Oh, thanks for the support, bro."
That's a crazy obsession,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's weird.
Why are you so obsessed?
There you go.
So
All right. Well, that's scary.
yeah, it's scary.
I'm
It's
like,
a tough world.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit. Well, it's hard because like you guys have to post so much.
Yeah.
Well, like, and then you guys dabbled into like comedy, and you guys are dabbling into a lot of different stuff. So it's like, how do you
Yeah.
not post your location?
Or like me with like the whole fitness and stuff, like
Oh,
running.
yeah.
So I have to be careful what I
Yeah.
post when I run, because then people start learning where I run.
yeah,
And it's like, oh shit. I'm
like your habits.
yeah.
You're gonna have to start posting it like 3 hours.
Yeah,
later.
that's the-
Yeah, I
That's the
never.
move.
Anytime, so if you see me post something,
It's never
I'm
at the
probably
time.
not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I used to have a bad trait where I used to make stories, and I'm like, "Pull up on me, I'm right here."
PNB Rock, homie, you're good.
Yeah, but nah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw like it's not a meme, but it was like on a meme page that said, if I post where I'm at, I'm not there anymore. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, truly.
Yeah.
I actually
It has
started
to be
doing
like
that too.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm no longer there. Like
Yeah.
I had breakfast at 5 p.m. today. Like,
Yeah. Well, at one point it got like not weird, but like one of the clips that went viral for us was an underwear clip where we were talking about how like some boyfriend would steal his girlfriend's underwear and sell them online.
Damn.
Like he sent it into Comadreando.
Yeah, he sent it into Comadreando. But the way I made the clip, if you don't listen to Comadreando, if you don't listen to the podcast, it sounds like she's selling her underwear.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So I would get like DMs and like, where can I buy? Where can I buy?
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
So we never knew if it was like they just wanted the website or if they wanted my underwear. So I was
Whoa.
like,
She's missing half of her
like
underwear.
a photo. I just had to buy underwear that
You
day.
mentioned how I got the camera, right?
He's stamping people con huevos on every single one.
But it did, because even to this day, like I still get notifications on that video, and I still get like DMs or like messages on the actual videos, like
Yeah.
where can I buy more info? And I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of fucking
Like,
weird.
of course, that's the one that went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy. Remember the guy that paid for like dinner and stuff one time? And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
This dude, he was like a little obsessed with me, but he was like cool, but like it started getting weird after this.
Yeah.
So I took my dad out for Father's Day or his birthday, one of the two, and like I posted him or whatever, and he DMs me and he's like, send me the bill. I want to pay for your guys' dinner. So I send him the bill and I send him my like the Cash App, and he paid it. Right, and then maybe like 3-4 weeks later, I start running more or whatever, and he's like, I'll buy some sweaty underwear off of you, and I was like, how much?
No shame.
Man's was willing to risk $300, but I was like, my dignity.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
I
about
had
that.
$300.
I know,
My car
low-key,
payment was done.
I kind of would have sold them, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sell them.
My
like,
car payment was paid.
like, how does he know they were worn? I just fucking
Yeah.
here have these.
Well, that's what we were
But I'll
talking
wear 'em.
about.
I
It's
mean,
like
I was like,
if
I'll
you would
wear
wear
the
my
underwear
underwear
and
and
like
then like
You'd wear
Go for a little jog.
on the
ball
pod.
sack.
These were worn on episode 53.
Is this food? And then the whole episode, you're like this, uncomfortable.
Hey,
jumping
you
up
know
and
what?
down.
Send me his info. I'm gonna sell that seat row, that cushion.
you
We
could sell
sold
the
our
pillow.
couch to a fan.
Really?
Really?
Oh, that's right.
You
Yeah,
made
you
him
guys'
sign it,
first
no?
Yeah, and he
casting
told me
couch,
to
right?
sign it. Yeah, it was cool.
That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of cool that
Yeah.
somebody would like want to buy your couch.
Like
Nah,
a
it
piece
wasn't
of
it,
memorabilia.
it was like it was actually a really good couch.
was a
Like
good
it was
couch.
that wasn't the first couch was shit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to our first guest. The first couch, bro. Literally, you'd like start going down.
Oh, yeah.
Like An hour in, you'd be like this. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
bro.
fucking hurts,
Even
bro.
Eric got to get down that one. That was funny.
And we noticed some girls won't like repost the podcast because they don't like how they looked on that
their,
couch.
like,
Because
their
there's all
posture.
like they look all slumped.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
like,
So we learned.
Yeah, wherever I line up Bao's camera, like this one, it's angled, it's up and it's angled down. So I was like, this is my good angle. Don't like if it was at eye level, she'd fucking hate all the clips.
And you always say that now, and I feel like I've never taken the time to like not correct you,
Talk
but
your shit,
correct
queen.
him.
no,
Talk your
in a
shit,
sense,
queen.
correct, because I.
That's crazy.
that's wild.
That's crazy. We never done that.
We have never done that ever.
That's a fade. Bow, bow, bow.
Even when Aaron would fall asleep and snore, we'd just be
Yeah.
like, fuck.
We bought a gun for him to shoot him.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Well, go ahead. Talk your
No,
shit, talk your
sorry.
shit, talk your shit.
I know it's just talking shit. I used to be very picky, but so in like the last year I've lost some weight, and I feel like before I was very picky with the angles because I just didn't like how I looked in front of the camera, and now I'm like way more comfortable. So I'm like I don't really care. Where
Now it's my angle because I'm fat as fuck.
It's for you.
I was just gaslighting her, bro.
Yeah.
You're a gaslighter,
That's
dude.
crazy. First the cup, now the angles, bro. That's just crazy.
I know it doesn't even have water anymore, and I'm still like this, bro.
And every time he takes a sip, he looks straight at you.
Bart looks at me and
He's
so
like-
does he.
Have you noticed that I like started?
Yeah, in the face. Yeah, in the face is that
Pointed
way.
this way. That's crazy.
Yo tengo uno, tú no tienes.
Esta tú no la tienes. Esta tú no la tienes. Have you guys ever had a guest walk out on you guys?
No.
Nah.
No.
No.
I'm trying to keep
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Like we're super chill. Like
Yeah.
we're very it's like there. I mean, it's very like we on the hospitality vibe. Like yo, you come into our space.
Yeah.
Like what do you
Yeah.
need? I got you. Want to make you feel comfortable, 100%. We don't like being stuck up and like you're on our show, bro.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
my show.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Well, you kind of have to be, especially because you record at your house, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, now you know where I live, bro.
Yeah.
You come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been times where like even guests show up like super late and we're just like, all right, we're not gonna take offense at that. We're like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
But what the fuck, you're late?
¿Dónde estás, chingada madre?
yeah. Yeah.
You said 7:30.
Yeah, we just like to. I mean, like if the vibes are cool, the episode's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, if you're already telling people like where the fuck, like where you at, like if you making beef,
It's
already,
gonna
like,
yeah,
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna
wild.
Yeah,
start
you're
off
rushing
weird.
someone or something. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why too, like we take a lot of time to talk to the guests that we're bringing in just to make sure like the vibes are there, you know? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you like have someone here and you're like, wasn't really the vibe.
Yeah,
Or it's
Yeah.
like pulling
I didn't
teeth.
think
Like
it
you're
would
like
be.
trying to talk, and you're like, now it becomes an actual interview, and you're like
Oh man,
asking you
Yeah.
all these forced questions.
I
Yeah.
hate those. We've
Yeah.
had some of those. Not
Yeah.
the best.
yeah.
We've had like what, 2?
About, I think so.
Yeah.
They just drown out in my memory.
Yeah, they're just bad.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of mix.
Yeah.
But like now we're actually like genuinely taking our time. I think that's the goal for this year. It's like if we have more talk and talks than we do like episodes with guests, and like I'm okay with it.
100%. People like when it's just you guys.
Yeah.
That's what we've learned. Yeah. So far we haven't had a guest in a while.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah,
just
like
chilling
8
with
weeks.
that. Yeah. Just trying to build us. Because I feel like last year we kind of got drowned out in just like who we were. Because we just always had guests. We had like guests like almost every week.
Yeah.
So then we lose touch of who we are.
Yeah.
And then
And the chemistry also gets off because then when we see each other, just us three,
Like,
now we're
fuck
like,
we talk about.
oh, like we're used to like directing the guests and
Yeah.
moving with them. So
Yeah.
it changes, yeah.
Yeah, so no guests for a while.
Well, you guys had a big year last year too, so I can see
Yeah,
how like
we
that
were
also.
super glad
caused
about that
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy I was thinking about? We had a big year, but I feel like I could have done way more.
It's that imposter
Hey,
syndrome.
Mario.
right?
That's just crazy.
Are we on the same wavelength? We literally had that conversation, and
same
I was like, I feel like we didn't do shit. And then she's like, have you seen the quality of the podcast now? like,
Nah,
Like
your guys'
compared to the
yeah.
beginning of
Yeah,
the
it's
year,
really
you know?
good. There's definitely an upward trend on your guys'
appreciate that.
show.
Yeah, no,
Excited.
we've been trying, and I don't know. I mean, we talked about like certain things. What has been what makes you feel like you thought you could have done more? Stais.
Ya se iban.
I was like, where the fuck is my phone?
Yeah. I think the reinvesting. I think we didn't reinvest
Yeah.
last year at all. When we first started, we reinvested everything we got, and then we got to a place where we just got comfortable with everything we had.
Yeah.
I'm like, we don't need to reinvest, but should have. I think we could have had like
newer cameras.
We could have had. I mean, we got newer cameras, but we should have had like an office already or like a studio.
I did see that you posted like one of your goals for this year is to get like an actual, or well, you posted a warehouse.
Yeah.
You're on some like Rob Dyrdek shit right now.
That'd be crazy. A warehouse would go crazy.
That'd be cool though. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm down to sublease. Let me know.
Hey, don't tell me, bro.
It's funny.
Not that long of a drive,
it's not,
apparently.
yeah. Well, actually, because like I really like I like the house feel, but then I always like go back and forth. So the goal is to leave the casting couch and we have a loft upstairs and turn that into the studio.
Okay.
But then it goes back to what we were talking about. It's like now people are coming into our space right now. And if we turn the upstairs,
Now they're going,
now they're going
upstairs.
upstairs, and that's like personal, you know?
Yeah, I get
And
you.
it's kind of like, well, do I really want people up there? Like, you know, now
Keep
you
a
know where I'm
boundary.
sleeping.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should keep a boundary. That's the same thing where like the studio at my house, it's literally if this is a house, like you're like my house, it's literally exactly as soon as you walk in, the studio's there. So people don't go further.
Yeah.
It's just like it's as far as they go, and then they leave. So it's cool.
Yeah,
I like
literally.
that part.
And then the restrooms like literally.
Yeah, and the
right
restrooms,
there.
right, like
It's
let's
set
say
up
the
similar
restroom.
to this.
Yeah, it's like the restrooms like right there.
Yeah.
So
We're on the same, like, some Doctor Strange shit going on right
Yeah, very
yeah, we
similar.
should get into the sublease.
Very similar.
Sublease.
now. Just sign my soul over.
Sound yourself to the IE network. Fucked up.
But no, we did. So we did think about it. So actually, Bao came up with the idea when it's just the Talk and Talks, it's just going to be us upstairs. And then when we have
Good
guests.
for the
we're just-
Patreon.
Oh, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it's guests, we're just going to keep it down here.
Yeah.
Depending on the guest too.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, that's definitely the goal. Get an office, get a bunch of sets, and yeah, I think this year I'm definitely locking in way more.
Yeah.
Like insane. Like I'm literally, I literally, I'm not even lying to even anybody listening to me right now. I unfollowed all these toxic girls and all these girls that I just wasted my time on. I unfollowed all of them.
got rid of
He
that.
unfollowed-
Literally got rid of all of them.
Unfollowed himself.
I deleted my Instagram. Like I'm like so locked in right now. It's
Yeah.
insane. Like even
good.
before here, I filmed like a video. We did a video that's gonna drop. It's gonna drop later on, probably in a week or two. But we filmed. It took like 4 hours to film. It was so fun. It was like it's a new series I'm trying to do. Like being like we went to different restaurants and we did a bunch of cool stuff. So I'm just doing a bunch of new shit just to lock in.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the money
That's
we spent at bars and clubs and all
Strip
that stuff.
clubs.
I was like, all that could have literally gone to something way better.
Because we record Wednesdays, bro, and it was getting to the point where like we knew we were gonna get lit that Wednesday. Like we'd be like, we're gonna go out to a club tonight. Like we'd be fucking partying on a Wednesday.
Wednesdays, Fridays,
Friday, Saturday,
Saturdays.
Sunday. Well, Sundays like
Not
kind
too
of,
much,
but 3 days.
Yeah, I partied 3 days a week for
It was
like a whole
burning
year.
money.
At what point where you were like, all right, we got to stop partying and actually.
January 3rd.
Caesar's like, I'm still trying to figure it
I'm
out.
like, nah.
I think it hit me around the December.
Yeah, like the last time I hit like a strip club, I was like,
That hangover on New Year's Eve.
hangovers on New Year's Eve was
It
crazy.
was a post-nut clarity.
Yeah. No, that ass. No, it was like December.
Left the champagne room and you're like, you
Like
know what?
December.
Did you guys kind of make the decision at the same time?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, I feel like me and Cesar are always in like on some same wave, like of thought process. We're like, you think about this too? Yeah, I was thinking about this too. So it's about the same time. And I like to say
easy.
like we did enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
We're like, there's this thing I like I learned very like early on is like make your mistakes when you don't have that much money.
Yeah.
Because if you make your mistakes when you have money, it's gonna be very expensive.
Yeah.
So we made our mistakes when we're like scratching the surface. So I'm glad we took that and then we learned from that. But okay, we had our fun, we fucked off, but now let's really lock in.
Yeah.
Now we got, because of kind of, I call it's so weird because like anybody looking now would be like, yo, you guys killed it last year. But I honestly feel like we slacked off. Like we could have done
We
way
did.
more. Could have done way more.
Well, looking in that and like through the inside, you know the potential or the
100%.
opportunities that were
1000%,
presented,
yeah.
and you're like,
Well, and everybody watching too, like you feel maybe not guilty, but like you know that you were partying the 3 days a week and all these things, and like people watching are like, dude, they did so well, and like have no idea what you guys are
Exactly,
doing on
yeah,
your
yeah.
off time.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, cause we could have recorded stuff Friday. We could have recorded stuff Saturday. We could
Yeah.
have done stuff Sunday. It's like,
Yeah.
but we were just
Could have
sticking
hired
around.
editors. Could have hired videographers for it.
You have to give
All this
yourself
shit.
that time to just kind of like enjoy.
Yeah,
it,
and
you know?
plus, I
And
mean, we're also kind of young, so like we did, like how he said, like we did get that money, so we're like, oh, fuck it, let's
Yeah.
let's just party.
blow it up for a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
put it in my nose.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
I was just like-
I mean, I don't blame you, bro.
But now you know.
Yeah,
But
it's
now
like
the more
Coache-
you know.
Yeah, Coachella, like one year, the one like time a year for me is like one time it was like, you do not want to talk to me this weekend, bro, because I'm not Mario.
Who's your alter ego?
Yeah, I don't even know if he has a
haven't given
name.
him a name.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's way more dangerous.
Yeah.
he's. I
Who
just
are
come out
you?
like. But yeah, no, it does happen. But I'm glad you guys did have that like moment of clarity. Same thing too with us is like us on a smaller scale. I did tell them, well, like Jesus and Pao was like, we got to start doing more things. It's like the podcast is only gonna get us so far.
Yeah.
Like it's opening the doors for a lot of things, but it's like we also got to come up with different content.
100%.
Kind of like what I said earlier. Like it's just so saturated. Like what's setting us really apart. You know, we can only post certain reels, and that's only gonna get us so far. But like we need to convert those views into actual listens and and like fans of Vive con Huevos.
And money.
My advice that I wish we did whenever, because you're going to be having cool guests on, don't just record podcast content, record other type of content when they're here.
Yeah.
If you have like, I don't know, make like a TikTok, make a skit, make something, but make something extra than it's not just a podcast.
Yeah.
So you
We
can
kind
leverage
of
that.
did with Andy.
Yeah, with
and
Andy,
I
yeah.
really liked that.
Yeah,
structure.
it was fun. I think like the whole morning we were just recording random ass crap.
Yeah, see?
But and then like shout out to the Kickback crew. I know you guys have been like working a
Kickback
lot
crew.
together.
Yeah.
You guys were just together yesterday, right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
With Rex and Hans.
Hans, yeah. It was fun. Yeah, they're dope as fuck too. Like they remind me of me when I was younger, when all they want to do is record, and it doesn't matter how it's gonna get done, but it's gonna get done. And I fuck with that so hard. Like they're ambitious and their ambition is insane. And all like they're such great kids. They don't party, they don't do drugs, they don't drink. All they want to do is create content. And I'm like, I want to surround myself with you guys as much as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm incredibly locked in right now. So yeah, no girls. Don't hit me up.
No girls. Please,
But if
please
you
no.
do-
But if you do,
Please no girls.
2024, it's the selfish era.
But
It's
that's
my
what I
Kodo era.
said. That's what he said Kodo. I
Your
said
Kodo era.
selfish.
I
I'm
like that.
selfish this year. I don't got time for you.
Yeah. It's
I
the
did-
year we learned to say no.
What is it? Your guys' second or first podcast of the year? You guys said that, right? It was like your no era, your selfish era.
Mm-hmm. His is Kodo with them.
Yeah.
Mine's a
Kodo era.
selfish. Like
You
I'm
have
just
to.
like locked in.
You gotta put yourself first.
always.
Yeah.
Always. What's your era for you guys this year?
We're gonna leave you on a cliffhanger. Just pause.
Ride a bull.
Yeah.
Some
Well, we
crazy
did. We
shit.
talked about is it Pamplona in Spain where they do the bull?
Oh, the riding of the bull. Oh, that's so fun.
like the run.
They do one. They actually, you don't have to go too far over there in Chino, where we're from, in like I don't know what they call it, Portugal National Day or Portuguese National Day. They have that.
Really?
Yeah,
And there's a rodeo where they let out the bulls and you run.
We're gonna do it, but we were busy. That
We
day.
literally
Oh.
found out they do it like the day before, and because I've always been wanting to do it because I heard of it, I was like, oh, we got to do it. And then I just thought of it, and I was like, I wonder when this is, and it said tomorrow, and I was like, ah, shit. And we had some other, you know what? That was the day the Yo Sabo event. That was that Saturday.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah, that was that Saturday because we had an event to go to, and I remember it was a Yo Sabo event. Yeah.
There you go.
Carlos, mess with your dreams. You
Carlos,
hear that, Carlos?
Carlos, bro, he watches this podcast too, huh?
Yeah.
Carlos watching. Are you running?
Oh, yeah.
Are you running right
you
now?
ready?
Huh?
That's true. They were.
He said he said that when he wants to run at a faster pace, he'll listen to IE and Friends. But when he wants to run at a slower pace, he'll listen to Besties because they're more chill. Because we make his heart rate go up.
he gets all like a bunch of anxiety.
You're like, yeah, bro, she's cheating on you, bro.
I'm like, look, no, she's not. No, she's not. I'm like, the señor's following you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch
I
out.
was gonna say you should just like start talking shit to him in the middle of the podcast, knowing he's listening.
You're fucking slow, huh? Like 45 minutes in, you
Como
tired?
se dice slow? Como se dice hurry the fuck up?
Shout out to Carlos and Jess.
Yeah, it's funny. So we have a group chat with Carlos and one of our other homies, DJ Greg. But like when me and Greg start like drinking a lot, we just start fucking with him. It's like, ¿Cómo se dice esto? And it'll be like something really fucking stupid. And at one point I was like, you know what? Like, porque yo soy empezado.
Yeah.
Like, and como me llevo, like you should see my text messages with my best friend. Like if you saw them, you'd be like, you guys aren't fucking friends. So, but like I carry that with like everybody. It's like, that's
We're
just the
joking
way I
around.
am, you know?
Joking around.
But like sometimes I had to take a step back and then be like, these people don't really like
know
me like that. So I was like, they could come off really bad. And at one point I was like, it really just sounds like I'm bullying Carlos. So
Oh my god. No.
Dude, he must get so tired of everybody being like, ¿Cómo se dice?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Because I can imagine everybody does that.
I'm
to
pretty
him.
sure every time I see him, I tell him, "Como se dice something."
Yeah.
They built something great though. That's,
Yeah.
That's
They did.
something. That's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out because when it comes to social media, you have to leverage your platform. So what's next? What can build out of something you already built?
Like, what can you be created?
Yeah, because there's views don't like TikTok doesn't pay well.
Yeah.
Like let's say we get fucking 1 million views, but what really is that giving us? Like nothing too much. So it's like if we can turn that into something amazing. That's why I always like Josh Leva and the Te Salud thing. I'm like, bro, genius.
Yeah.
That was it right there. And then Carlos Oyosabo, amazing game. So that's right now I'm just in the hunt for what's next.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe I stick with what I know, like do an agency or something. And I've always wanted to be a talent manager. I've always felt like I'm someone who can put pieces together. But I don't know, I'm just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're figuring it out.
Yeah. No. And it's hard to like be in that situation because I feel like I've always been around business, so whether it was my businesses or my dad's. So I've always had that mindset. And like right now I'm kind of like in corporate America working for somebody else, and I'm still working with my dad, and we still have the podcast, but like the corporate America side of me, I'm just like, I'm itching to get out.
Yeah.
Because it's like I want something to mine, and like every day I come home and I'm like, I want something else. I want to do something else. It's like, what else can we do? And like I feel like I get stuck because I always thought I was like, we need to think of something else for the brand. It's like like we said earlier, like I just can't be reels and podcasts. Like it's even to me, like it's boring. Like I love this, but it's like even to me, like just posting that, I feel like I'm I'm holding a lot of my potential.
I know exactly what
you
you're
know?
feeling. Yeah.
And I was like, what else can I do? What else can I do? So it's just like it's a hard place to be stuck in because I feel that it's like, what else can I do? It's like I know I'm not meant for just this.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I left Amazon. I hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm wasting my potential here. There's something more. I don't know what it is, but there's something out there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna find it. But step one is leaving. That's
It's
step
hard,
one.
yeah.
That's the hard part. But
Yeah.
you gotta be crazy. You gotta be Delulu.
Yeah. It's hard because we talk about it all the time, and I'm the first person to be like, fuck my job. I'm ready to just throw myself one in 100%. But like, then I think about it, I was like, well, we got this house we got to pay. We got a wedding in a year and a half that we got to pay for.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Like the
I
time
can't.
will come.
Yeah.
It just hasn't.
Or this is my Delulu brain thinking.
You don't
Sell
get
my soul.
married.
Or
You don't
quit.
get married.
You don't get married.
No,
Push that shit 5 years further.
fuckboy facts.
you wanna
I didn't say ever. I said just don't get married in a year and a half.
No, I just say what I was gonna say is you quit your job and then you grind like the podcast out, and then you get crazy brand deals that just pays for everything.
Yeah,
actually
we've been talking about that.
Yeah, that's actually because we were talking about like, you know, the
Gran
management.
Malo, shut up.
Yeah, for real. The management, and I was like, what if I just hit him up, be like, hey, you know what? This is what's happening in a year and a half. Like, what can we do?
My brain's just moving. Like I'm just thinking a bunch of stuff for that Vive con Huevos. There's so much.
Yeah.
Sounds like we found our talent
Yeah.
agency.
It's an egg that I want to crack.
Do you need a first client?
Yeah.
Extreme sports.
Thinking right now.
Yeah. So we have thought about that. Actually, well, Saul gave me that idea because I remember one day I came home from work and I was like, I'm over this shit. I know Saul has like a lot of good ideas, and I texted him and I was like, can I just call you, bro? Like, I just need someone to talk to right now. And then he called me and he gave me like a lot of good ideas that I want to put into motion this year. Because like I said, I just feel like there's so much unlocked potential with the brand. Yeah. And it's like, I know there's something a lot more there, but it's just unlocking that potential and like finding it. Like,
You know what you should do? I'm thinking so hard right now.
There's a free consultation.
I know. He sends me the Venmo request.
So rule number one is outsource everything. It's so much cheaper. So what you do, you find a local dude here in San Diego, maybe a surfer, someone like a sick ass surfer, or maybe someone, maybe a taquero who's fucking cooking up for so many people at the same time. Like someone cool, and then you just get a bunch of footage of them, record them, send it to Fiverr, and tell them to like, get someone in fucking Colombia to edit it for like $60. They make a cool like documentary based thing, and then you do a voiceover. All right, today we're meeting la 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 la. This is how he vive como él vive con huevos, and it's a whole documentary thing. That's the whole thing. Yeah,
we were cutting all that shit out.
Oh yeah, Mario's not putting that out there.
And the taquero has some big ass.
Yeah. There has to be something that I give him at the end, you know?
Eggs. Just give him eggs.
A bartender cup.
Hey,
I'm trying to be on that clip then.
I love brainstorming.
Yeah.
That's my number one thing. I love collaborating and brainstorming and jumping off ideas. It's my favorite thing. I feel like you have to. You just have to talk it. You just have to say it out loud. There's a difference with having an idea in your head and then saying it out loud. Because once you put it out loud, now it's there. So now it has to be done.
Yeah.
And if it stays in your head, it's
In a
always
different dimension.
Yeah, it's gotta be there.
and I feel like once you say it out loud, like other things start to come though, and you kind of just start to
100%.
piece things together.
Yeah. Yes. It's the number one step is to do it.
Yeah. And actually, well, that's kind of how the brand really started. Because I closed my business, I had to close during COVID. And then like I went down like this really bad like depression spiral. So I was like, what the fuck do I do with my life now? I was like, I dropped out of college. I started this business. I was like, now what?
Yeah.
And then Vive con Huevos is actually on my bio of my Instagram. And I was like, well, fuck it. I mean, I'm really glad I have Paulina as my partner. Like all my crazy ideas, she's like, fuck it, just do
That's
it.
dope. That's really important.
That's why she has a ring on her finger.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate that. I gaslight her on purpose, but she really deep down knows she knows I love her.
I'm used to
But-
that tough love.
Yeah, but it really was a fucking moment, and that's kind of how like I wanted to base the podcast too, where it was like, you just gotta have fucking moments in your life.
Yeah.
We can all say, oh, I want to do this, but it's really different when you, like you said, you
Actually
have
do
the
it.
ideas when you're actually putting that shit into motion. And it feels good. Like towards the end of the day, you're like, damn, we created this.
Yeah.
You know, like it was funny. Like I was stalking our Vive con Huevos profile, like I went all the way down to our first post, and I was like, that's crazy. Like how far we've come.
Yeah.
From like the first post to like a super casual black T-shirt with just the brand on it, you know, until like, you know, now we're just
That reminds me, bro. I was wearing your hoodie at the supermarket at Stater Brothers.
Yeah.
And there's like this white lady who's bagging everything. She kept looking at it, and she was like, "Sorry, what does that mean? Like, I know what huevos mean, but like, what's Vive con huevos? Like, what is that?" And I was like,
The translation doesn't make sense.
I was like,
Live with eggs.
yeah, because she's like, live with eggs, but like that doesn't make sense. It's like it basically means like do things with balls.
Yeah.
Like don't be. She's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. I was like, yeah, it's dope.
Like,
Yeah.
be all for it. Like,
yeah, we do get that a lot, and that was like the main basis of the podcast. Was like, if you're gonna do it, just do it with some fucking balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna be happy, be fucking happy. If you're gonna like jump into like a new venture, whether if it's like
Double
something,
down.
yeah, just fucking do it. Like
I-
at the end of the day, it's just, you know, I say it in my sign off. You know, at the end of the day, the only thing you regret are the things you didn't do. So
At the end of the day, it's
1000%.
the end of the day.
yeah,
And the next day, there's a new day.
fuck.
Whenever you feel uncertain, you just double down. That's one thing I started doing. I was like, fuck, I don't know if I should do this. All right, let's do 2. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, if it doesn't work out, then fuck it. But if it does, then you win twice.
Yeah.
So,
And you're never gonna know if it's gonna work out or not.
Yeah.
Unless you-
Sometimes it doesn't.
No, and that's okay.
yeah, it just takes you a different path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I love failing. Actually, I was just thinking about this the other day. I love when, like right now I'm just dealing with a bunch of business things. And the only way I learn is by making mistakes. And I'm like, fuck it, let's make a mistake. I need to make this mistake. Let's see what the fuck, let's see like what I'm gonna learn. But I've grown to love failing and grown to love making mistakes.
Yeah.
And after that, everything's just once you take that equation out of the system that failing is negative and making mistakes is negative, then it's just life is better.
Yeah. And I think that's taught like in school. Like, oh, you got an F, you failed. Like, that's it, you fucked up.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
But it's really not.
Yeah.
Because like, I didn't die. I still
Yeah.
graduated. Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Dead
So
ass,
I
bro,
think like school conditions you to think that like failing is actually bad.
Bad, yeah.
But failing isn't bad because, like, let's say you're trying to like a kick flip or whatever. You're gonna fail 1,000 times. Once you get it, like you learn to not fuck it up, you know.
Yeah.
But school really fucking fucks you over like that.
It's all part of the experience and like
Exactly.
the process. You know?
It's
Exactly.
like yin and yang, you know. It's like no hay éxito no hay éxito sin fracaso. No, that's 100%. And you know what? You said something key too. Was like I never thought about it that way. It's
Me
like
either.
The school thing.
The
Yeah.
school thing.
That, no, that's
Yeah.
so true. Yeah.
School's an establishment to like train you in how to think, not what like, not like, not like,
Yeah.
not what to think, not how to think, but what to think.
Yeah.
Instead of training you how to think.
And then like I feel like for me, I felt like cause I was horrible at school. I fucking hated school. I was smart in my own way, but like I would pick up things super fast. But then I would get super fucking bored, and I'd be like, all right, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But then whenever I would get like F's or D's or I'd get bad grades, I feel like I would get scolded from my teachers, or I'd feel like I let them down for some way. And kind of like you said, like you're conditioned to feel bad about that. Like,
About
oh shit, I
failures.
fucking failed. Like
But you shouldn't.
I'm nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
So,
shouldn't feel
yeah.
bad.
And then that like translated at home because if you weren't doing good in school or like you were
a
making all these
downward spiral.
mistakes, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. Wow. You opened this
Like,
whole
wow.
new
I'm fucking
Yeah.
enlightened.
School, bro.
Fuck school.
like, so it's school's fault.
Yeah.
If you're starting your fall or your what is it, your winter or your spring
It's
semester,
okay to
quit.
fail. Like that, it's so okay to fail. I remember my last semester of college, I had all A's except for my Chicano history class, and that's the class I love the most. But I got a D in that one, and people are like, "The fuck? If you love it, how'd you get a D?" It's because I was just so inspired that I just started writing. Like he would say something, and I was like, "Oh wow, someone should make a movie about that." And I just started writing. And I was like, I started writing a whole script, or I started like coming up with ideas, or like if he says something about like a public figure, I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. And I'll just take notes on that, and then I'll just be researching more on that guy, and I'll just lose contact of the whole class, like the rest of the class, and I'll just be on that. And then like no one would ever raise their hand in that class, but I was raising my hand to a point where it's just like, all right, bro, like stop being.
We get it, bro.
Yeah, but I was just so locked in and interested. And then I remember I don't know, I never thought about I never really thought about my grade in that class. I was just doing it. I was
Because
like,
you were enjoying the class.
yeah, I was
too.
really just locked in. And then I remember it was like finals time, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not doing so good. But I was like, there's no way he's gonna fail me.
Yeah.
Like I'm so engaged in this class. Nah, he failed me.
Pa' que aprendas.
And that's crazy because like at the end of the day, that class did so much for you,
100%,
you know, and it
yeah.
like opened these whole other like portals in your
Yeah.
brain, and like it brought so much creativity to you. The fact that you still failed, and so in the system it was bad, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I did the Chicano history like segment on our show. I just started getting a lot of things from there. I remember going through the syllabus, and I was like, I wonder what we're going to talk about today on the podcast, and I just go through that. So I really
That was
enjoyed that
cool.
class.
yeah.
Something good came out of it anyway.
Yeah, so you're not really failing in class. You're just
Learning.
learning.
Different.
You can learn from
Everybody
failure.
learns differently.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
That's
definitely
crazy
can.
what you said, though.
Yeah, we're all
know,
fucking mind blown right now, bro. I was like,
still on
shit.
it. I'm like,
I
okay.
can't even think of the next
So you
topic
mean
right now,
to
bro.
tell me-
I'm like,
Got
flip
us
that.
right there. Just
Like,
end the podcast, bro. That was-
It's like, wow, we got our clip. All right, let's go.
All right, you guys can go home now.
Thank you
mean
for
to
the
tell
thank you
me
for the
my
views,
traumas
guys.
come from school?
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit! Damn, man, fuck this.
It's because I took like a whole year now off of school, kind of. What? Yeah, like a year now, and I'm just like, fuck this. I don't really need to finish my degree. Well,
Well,
I am, but not for me anymore. It's more
Yeah.
like, here, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Well,
here,
you
here,
just stuck
here-
to it,
here's
right?
this $30,000 thing.
piece of paper. Yeah.
And it's crazy. I was actually just talking about the whole generation thing with one of my friends the other day, that like our parents were, you know, like their generation were taught to like hustle, work, like the rest of your life. You're going to work all day. Like work becomes your life and you're consumed by it. Whereas like we all came in and we're like, yeah, work is cool, but like we got other things too, you
Yeah,
know, like
fuck.
we want to do other things in life. And how, I don't know if you guys saw, but I haven't like backed it up and I haven't like actually researched, but I saw that there's gonna be a lot of jobs that are gonna stop requiring bachelor degrees
Because you don't even need
because
it.
you don't necessarily need it, you know. And I think the way we're going with like the media and how quick it changes, like you can't freaking go get it. Like my degree's in marketing, and like I can go get a master's, but for what? Like
yeah.
the marketing changes left and right.
Yeah.
Like, what's the master's gonna do for me? So we were talking about how it just changes with the time, and like you don't need all that, like to spend all that money for the piece of paper anymore.
Exactly.
So
And you know what I learned? Because mine was in communication studies, right? And as we're going to these events, I'm asking these people that are I mean, yeah, they're there to not to serve us. I don't want to say it like that, but they're there for us, right? And I started asking them like, oh, where'd you go to school, whatever. They all had this degree, but I was like, I can get into your job without this degree anymore because of what I do.
Yeah.
My experience is worth more, and I know your boss.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, why do I really even need to finish?
No.
And
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. Current job that I have now. So I'm operations manager for a tech company here in San Diego.
Nice.
Sick.
But the reason I got it was because I applied to be an account manager for them. But then when they saw my resume and they're like, oh, you have business experience. And they're like, we actually need an operations manager. Would you be down to take another title? And I was like, yeah.
It's a higher title.
Yeah.
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 You know what we should do too? No, I'm just like
Still going.
So true.
So I'm just
Wheel is
thinking,
turning.
like for example, this is what we do a lot. Like if there's somewhere we want to be, somewhere we want to get, we have whoever's running it on the show. Like we as a guest or something. If like there's something like for example, a good example is Chicano Hollywood. I was like, oh, I really want to be connected. I really want to get to meet this guy because I know he's just so knowledgeable in a bunch of things. We invited him on the podcast. Like the episode, it didn't do numbers, but it created just a really good industry connection.
And we learned a lot.
And
too.
we learned so much, and we met so many people through him. And I think that's one thing you guys should like utilize for the show. Is like everybody likes to be interviewed, even well not interviewed, but like everybody wants to like talk on them on the podcast. So if there's like let's say like someone at your work, like a higher up or something, be like, hey bro, like honestly you're really like you build something so cool. I just want to come and talk to you, and then you create a really cool relationship, and then it's just a network.
Yeah.
And it's just it's so good just meeting people.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's also
Yeah. Well, networking is really big, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give these two people enough flowers. It's Carlos and Jess. Because after that 1 year party, I feel like it just opened so many more doors for us. And that was also I think we're like 4 or 5 months into podcasting when that happened. And for him to have even reached out, I was like, oh, this is sick. Like this is a sick ass invite. I think
it was like our first.
It was like our first
event.
ever
Invite
event.
like
Yeah.
that.
Were you guys nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mario was like, I don't think I want to go, and I was like, we have to go.
Mario was like, my stomach's
Because he
starting
was
to hurt.
nervous. Yeah. I was like, no, we
my
have
stomach.
to.
There's Tom's in the car. Get in.
But if it wasn't for that, then we wouldn't really have met a lot of the people that we would have met, you know?
Yeah.
Like we actually got to like see each other a lot more. And like with Saul, I really only talked to him through DMs.
And then he wouldn't answer.
Yeah, he didn't fucking answer, and I was all right. Nothing, just
And then
another.
he-
Fuck, now I gotta answer.
And then he hit up Aaron, and then Aaron.
Yeah,
just-
and then
Aaron's worse.
Yeah, no, like I guess this is just my thing. I get ghosted. I'm just another girl
Like
to them.
Pablo Escobar on the
Una
swing.
chica más.
Yeah. On the way home, I was like, you say I'm crazy.
Looking out the window.
Yeah, crying.
It was raining and everything.
Yeah, just on my side too.
Just your window.
But that opportunity like opened up so many doors, you know.
Yeah.
And then little by little, then I was like, what the fuck? Why am I afraid? I was kind of like the Home Alone scene. I was like, I'm not afraid anymore. And I was like, then I started reaching out to a lot more people, and we started getting like bigger and bigger guests. And people who are actually like, I have a genuine like curiosity about their lives and who they are.
That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Because if you just they have numbers, let's get them on, but you don't you're not really interested. It's gonna be you're just gonna be asking interview questions instead of like connecting. Yeah, networking is literally the most important thing you can do. It's like about it's not what is it? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
100%. Yeah.
So
We know a
That's
lot of
true in
people.
a
It's
lot
crazy.
of places in life, you know. I think networking, like when I was in school, like I know right now I kind of was like, well, you don't even need the degree anymore. But I actually really enjoyed my time in school. I've never enjoyed being a student, but like I enjoyed the experience of being in college.
Yeah.
She was living her best life in San Fran, like Aries vibes.
Bunch of drugs.
But networking is one of the things that I actually learned how to do when I was in school. I was like in all these like little groups or whatever, and I like those are the things that I really took from it. So I'm like, well, I didn't necessarily need the paper for like the job that I have, but like I learned a lot of skills, you know. So yeah, it wasn't like totally bashing on people that are going to college.
I tell everybody should at least go to community college.
Yeah.
Like do electives just for like the Chicano history class. I never like I wasn't even gonna do that class. I was like, I'm Mexican. I don't like I already know I already know the stuff. And then I was like, the reason I did it was because the psychology class I was supposed to take, it was an overflow and I was like part of the list. And then they're like, oh, depends if this person's not here next week, then you can stay. And the Chicano history class was like I could
You were
easily
for
just
sure
go
in.
in there, and I was like, I'm just gonna go over there, and it just changed my life.
I do think like the school is important because like you learn things that you didn't think like that you kind of remember the other class, the class I was taking, what was
The
it,
cis
culture,
male?
huh?
Oh,
Which one?
I thought the cis male one,
Yeah, that one.
gender studies.
Gender studies. It was like gender studies, and then I had gender studies and biology as well because I was a bio major before, and I was
Oh,
like,
you smart.
I was like, yeah, but but I learned a lot from those classes, and it was like if I was at home like just not doing shit or like doing stuff just for the podcast, I wouldn't have that knowledge and that understanding and even that perspective that you take from like those classes.
Yeah.
You know, like but math classes or all those are all going to be the same, but the electives are like
The electives are the most
crazy.
important part.
They are.
Just don't take electives that are not interesting.
Don't
to
take
you.
no Spanish.
Don't take
one if you know
psychology if
Yeah.
you don't like psychology. If you like, I failed my psychology class twice because the third time I would have not been able to take it twice just because I thought
weren't
it was the
interested in
most
it.
boring shit ever, and I also thought I knew it,
Yeah.
but I was like, fuck
You're
this
like,
class.
I could read these
I
people.
was like, motherfucker, I took linear algebra. Like, psychology is like, I have a brain. But you learn so many things. But
Yeah.
So for sure, if you're in school, stay in school. Just know you don't fully need it.
Yeah, it's a full experience, and I really appreciated that experience. But yeah, definitely not like the math class that I kept failing.
Yeah,
and
you're
the
like-
English class that I had to take multiple English classes. It was always the electives, or like once I got to my last few, like because it was a communications major with the minor in marketing.
Okay.
So once I got to the last few like actual important classes, I was like, this is where it's at. Like, why do they make us take all
Yeah,
these
it's so
bullshit
dumb.
classes?
Why did I
Yeah.
take PE again?
Mario with 5 PE
Yeah.
classes.
I had 3 PEs my senior year, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Do electives. That's
Yeah.
It's funny because we have that conversation all the time where I dropped out, but I was in nursing school. But I didn't really take a lot of electives because I was just so ingrained into like finishing and nursing that I was like, everything was just science. And I always tell her, is like, I really do regret not going to like more events.
Or
where I
like being
would,
part of groups.
yeah, or being part of groups where I would meet people.
Yeah.
Because then I left and I dropped out and I was like, all right, well, I'm still hanging out with the same homies and doing the same shit that I was doing 10 years ago. So, you know, fuck.
Yeah, that's the important thing about college is the people you meet.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah, it's
a
cool.
win.
I even think about like if I want like a lawyer or something, I just hit up like someone who's studying law in college.
One of our friends.
Yeah, just, hey bro, I know you're studying. You want to do some like, you want to get some experience? Here, check this contract out. Let me know. Like stuff like that. Like literally anything. People who work in digital marketing be like, hey bro, you want some experience? Can you do this for me? And it's so.
I was
it's
talking
dope.
about that with the business model the other day. I was like, you can just get somebody that's in business and studying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a model for
Put a
business.
flyer in the college campus. Boom, hit me up. So,
Yeah.
always.
¿Quieres vivir con huevos? But I do want to talk about like a little bit. I know we've been at this for
You got
like
3 minutes.
2 hours, but
For real? How long have we been doing
No,
this?
not like an hour
an
at
hour
30.
and a
Oh, I was like, damn.
No, but
hour and a half because it's 3.
some of your biggest moments, I know you felt like you guys didn't really do a lot this past year, but I mean, you guys were on fucking Times Square. Oh,
Yeah.
what?
That feel? No, seriously. When I saw that, I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
so he was talking about it earlier. He was like, "Oh yeah, I feel like last year we didn't do shit," and I was like, "Bro, you were on a fucking billboard in Times Square, dog."
I wanted to bring it up, but I was like, it's not the time. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
I'm not even on a billboard at home. Bro. You see any
There's no
pictures?
pictures.
No pictures.
I'm working on it.
This really was an Airbnb. You know, oh my god, I was dating this one girl. And I don't know. I think she'll watch. I was dating this one
Let
girl.
her know.
Okay, I was dating this one girl, and I feel like she got an Airbnb
When you would like see
when
her.
I went over. It was so awkward. It was weird.
Hey, that's kind of a move though. Like if you're younger and like you're like, "Oh fuck."
But
I
she was
don't-"
pretending it was her house.
I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. I think she was trying to hide her kid from me or something.
Oh,
I don't know. She was weird. Anywho, let's go back to it. I just be thinking about random shit.
but like, do you think that's like a move? Like you're like, oh, like let's say if you were like at this age and you're like, "Oh, I don't want to bring him home and like,
Get an Airbnb.
yeah.
I've heard of I forgot who told me, like a friend or maybe I heard a story where this dude pretended it was their house, but it was his house, but he just got an Airbnb just to impress her. I was like,
I think I saw that in a movie.
Was it a movie?
I'm sure it's happened in real life,
I've
but I'm
seen
pretty sure
something
I've
like
seen
that.
it.
People
in a
doing
movie.
too much.
Yeah, they'd be doing too much.
Anyways,
Yeah.
back to time fucking
Yeah. But before, I'm gonna restart the
camera.
the camera. Yeah, noise.
Like little Jaime.
That's not the kind of energy that the winner of the challenge is. Oh no, I'm telling Mario.
I'm winning that challenge.
You know who's in first place right now?
Have you guys weighed in?
Yeah, do you guys weigh in? Like
We're weighing in the beginning and at the end of each month.
How about you? When are you weighing? Every day?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Okay.
weighing yourself.
Yeah, I weigh myself every day.
I heard you're not supposed to weigh yourself because it's
I-
very discouraging.
So it's funny. I actually just listened to a podcast that was talking about how people that weigh themselves are healthier than people that don't, which I thought was opposite. Like I had always heard the opposite, but it was a doctor.
I agree.
He was talking about it because you see the number and you're like, no, like, and knowing that if you like gain weight, then you'll consciously be like, I'm not gonna eat the cookie. Whereas like if you don't really know the number, you're like, I'm just gonna eat it. I don't
Yeah.
care,
You don't see the
whatever, you know.
result, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas like a lot of people, like I go based off how I feel, like my clothes and the stuff. Like the number for me is not it, but I could see how I
Something
definitely eat
fits.
a lot more things than I would if I was like, I woke up in the morning like I gained a pound or like I gained 0.4 pounds, you know? Like,
Yeah. No.
Well,
So
I
I was like,
identify as skinny, so
So you got it in the bag. You won.
Yeah, I already
No,
won.
I do agree with that though, because like I with me, it's like I lose weight because I run a lot, but I work out. So when I am able to weigh myself like every morning, I do notice that my trend is to eat more because I'm like, oh shit, like I need to eat more, and then I'll hit that weight on the scale, and I'm like, all right, I could chill.
Yeah.
Like I'll eat like normal again.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's funny. I never looked at it that way. I was always like, no, that's like that makes people sick because you're fixating on this number
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's just
know?
you have to be cognizant that like
It's just a
your
number.
body's gonna it's just a number, and like if you're losing weight, maybe in 5 days later it's gonna go back up.
Yeah,
'Cause
and
it's
it
weight.
fluctuates. It's water weight. It's like
like a
for
poop.
women, it's like hormones and like all these things, you know. So
For you, it's the Jolly Ranchers.
yeah. I'm on like my 10th one, bro.
shooting that glucose up, huh, babe?
Okay, after this, I'm gonna go run. But anyway, Times Square.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the
How does
fuck?
that feel?
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely of the feeling when we all were quiet, spoke more than when we were excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it hit, we saw it, and then it did its turn, and then it came again. We're like, yo, it was like two
Yeah.
different takes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It like took you a minute, right? Like at first it was kind of like it like took your breath away in a
Kind
sense,
of.
and then you were like, okay, I can talk now. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like, how would you describe it? Because it was like,
I don't know. Like,
because I know what you're feeling, and I know you don't want to say it, but I feel like in
Say
this life, there's people that after they get one thing, they're like, yes, like
Yeah.
I did it. Fuck yeah. Like I accomplished this. This is mine. Blah, blah, blah. And it's 100% there. And there's other people more like us where it's like, we did it.
what's next?
What's next?
yeah.
What other billboard am I gonna?
I
do?
live
Yeah.
with one of those.
Yeah.
It didn't even take him 24 hours for him to say that.
Yeah.
We're going back up in the elevator. He's like, all right, so what's next?
I'm like that. I mean, in everything that I do, I'm like, all right, what's next?
Right.
You guys are gonna leave today. I'm like, all right, who's next?
Exactly. That's the way
Yeah.
you have to do it.
But I think it's normal. Like I think
Yeah.
you should be that way because
Yeah.
you're always looking for the next thing.
It's-
But you do have to take a second. to,
It's
like-
good and bad. It's like it's like this quote. It's like, I'm somewhere between ungrateful and overly ambitious. So it's like I don't want to sound ungrateful. Of course, thank you so much for the Spotify billboard, but it was dope because that's literally like that's how I start. I remember before the podcast, like I went to Times Square just to go look at a billboard because like I'm gonna be on a billboard, and then
that was my question.
so it finally happened. I was like, oh shit, sick! I want a bigger billboard.
I want to build around my city.
Yeah,
just for the flex.
I was like, I want a bigger billboard. I was like, oh, that's a cool billboard, but I kind of want to be on that one. That one's big as fuck, and I want to be there for like 20 seconds. So I was like, dope, but I don't know, I just want more.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I did love the moment. It was amazing. I took my mom especially just so she can like see it, and she was super proud. So that was really cool. I did it more just honestly, I don't like achievements for me. They're not really for me. They're just kind of for like my family. Be like, you see, thank you for believing in me. Like this is what like your belief in my friends is what you guys like. I'm doing everything like for everybody else. So like I see something cool and I'm like, hell yeah, do you guys like that? Like I make sure like everybody else is having a good time. Like there's like if they told me doing the billboard, and I wouldn't like if it's just me, I wouldn't go to New York just to go see it just by myself. I'm like, I need someone to see, be like, yo, look what we did. I can't be like, it's me. I can't do that. So I don't know. It's weird. That's why I think I don't know. It's weird. I haven't processed it. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go on my Instagram and I look at the picture and I'm like, people see this. Like, what do they think when
trust, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, that is fucking cool.
And I wish I could feel that. That's the part that makes me, like, feel bad.
I mean, I feel like if you saw your friend do it, you'll feel that way.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think when it's on you, you're like, I'm proud of myself, which is cool. And I'm proud of, like, our team. But...
yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, because we even talked about having like a billboard like in our city for a long time. So it was like, oh shit, it's over there.
Yeah, we got a billboard in New York before we got one in the IE. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was super cool. Super thankful. Shout out to Spotify.
Yeah, extremely thankful. It was dope. You know what was my favorite part though? Wasn't the billboard. It was actually the people that came out. We had we had a meet and greet. We had a meet and greet, and we had like I think maybe 10, 12 people who showed up in the rain. Like it was pouring. Everybody was there super happy to meet us. That was my favorite part.
That's cool.
That was my favorite. I kept the pictures of everybody. That was my favorite part.
The little magnet they gave us, like they gave us some stuff.
That was probably my favorite part of the whole experience.
Yeah.
And just getting my mom leaving. My mom's never left California, so that one was cool. So yeah, it was a fun time. Yeah.
I guess I had that question too about like how do both of your guys' families feel? Because I know in the beginning, like I know my parents right now, they're like, oh, when we started, I was like, nomás es un podcast, or nomás es un pasatiempo, or they didn't really understand what a podcast was. And then when I tried to explain to them, they're like, ¿Y qué es eso? You know?
Yeah.
And then now that we're growing a little bit, we're going to more events and like we're getting noticed. Like I feel like they're starting to understand, but they still don't grasp how big it could be.
Yeah.
And then, well, you guys have had amazing accomplishments.
Thank you.
And I feel like basing off like what I hear from you guys' podcast was like we had similar lives in how our parents are. So how do they feel now?
I mean, for me, my parents and my whole family, everybody's just like I'm definitely like the star of the family. Like I'm a good example for like all my nephews and all that stuff. Like they always be like, oh look, Saul. I remember my cousin, he told my nephews, I remember he's like, look, this is like, he gave him a talk to them with me there. He's like, this is when you chase your dreams, when you really believe in yourself, you can be like Saul. And I was like, oh shit, that's cool. So it's cool being a good example like that. Definitely before it was rough. I mean, I've said it so many, like everybody thought I was, this is the thing, like.
Thought I was a loser?
Yeah, everyone thought I was a loser. Everyone, like people are like, Saul, what the fuck are you doing? But I just enjoyed it so much that I really, like, I was literally doing it for fun. And if something came good out of it, then awesome. Cool. But if nothing, like, I would still be doing, like, if I didn't do the podcast of Podcast Phone, I'd still be doing something in entertainment. So it's just fun for me. So it's just a hobby. It's just like when, like, your homie goes to play soccer every week. That's the same thing as me. It's like, why you keep playing soccer? It's because I like it. Maybe one day I will be pro. But if I don't care. I'm still having fun. So I just, my family just kind of, it was more once sorry, I'm rambling, but it was when I decided to like quit work, when I decided to drop out of school, that's when they're like, the fuck, like, you're really doing this for that? I was like, yeah, like, I really believe in myself, and I really feel like this is it, and you'll see one day. And they're seeing now. They're seeing it, so that's cool. They like when my mom's friends come over, my mom shows them the studio and like, oh, so we're Saul films. And
they have to pass it to get to anything.
No, but she mentioned, she's like, this is where he does the and then he mentions all the guests she mentions all the guests we've had, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. So it's a good, like, it's worth it. Like, worth all the doubt. Like, everybody's gonna like clown on you and shit, but it's 100% worth the wait. Don't rush it. I'm happy it took so long. I don't like, if it comes fast, like, I'm still thinking, I was like, bro, I'm barely 25. Like, it's like, this is not even the peak. I can't wait till I'm like 36. Yeah. See what happens.
Just a random ass number.
Yeah, 36 would be cool.
Like 11 years.
Yeah. 11 years. Yeah. With me, I mean, I mean, I still have my job and stuff. So with me, they didn't really like take it differently. But for sure, like it's kind of nice when like they get like all excited and stuff like that, or like you go into like your family, like because I don't see my family too often because like if we're busy, like this is what I like to do, like. Fuck your birthdays. Sorry, grandma. No, fuck your grandma. no, it's not like that.
I know my sister's party started at 5. I was like,
my cousin, today's her 21st birthday.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I'm gonna come here first, and I mean it's a 21st birthday. If it ends before 12, that shit was whack.
for real.
Like, you know what I mean? But now they're happy. They're excited to see what's to come. Like it's always something different. And it's cool, and I like the way that my sisters react to it. Like they really like support it.
Yeah, they're super supportive.
Yeah, and like ever since like day one, and like they get excited when I talk about things, and like it's just cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
That's funny how you guys said like you guys lag on like your family. I remember when I was doing YouTube videos, they're only getting 200 views and stuff like that. I would lag on my family. I'd be like, oh no, I go film a video. Like I wasn't even getting that many views, but I still lag on them because I want to go film a video. So I was just always first.
stacking bricks.
So you knew it was important to you, though, you know?
Yeah.
Or like there was something more to come. Like, yeah, those videos maybe weren't doing the best, but if you didn't make those videos, you probably wouldn't be where you are now, you know?
And those 200 people meant a lot to me too. So I was
Yeah.
like, they want to see a video every Monday. So I'm gonna put a video every Monday.
Yeah.
So,
But you owe it to them.
yeah, 100%. Ooh, every
That's why we had like episode 2 of that podcast. Because like Aaron and I were like, we'll film it next week, and then this man goes, bro, there's people that want to watch it next week. Like we have to do it for them. And it was like, all right. And then it was like every single Wednesday.
Yeah.
And they're the people that stick around.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah.
Like
I know who's not sticking around anymore. That still hurts. Because I see the people who like they used to leave a lot of comments and they're not leaving any comments. I'm like, where'd you go?
Hello.
Where'd you go, baseball
Thought
lover
we were
101?
friends.
Baseball lover 101. He always put like first comment. Where'd you go? Who else? Apple Jacks. Yeah, Apple Jacks. Where'd you go, Apple Jacks?
I think they're growing.
Who else? Who else left us? There's a couple more.
It's funny because like I don't really hold a lot of grudges, but I do know who's in like the comments and like DMs
Yeah,
and
me
stuff.
too. I read them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, he doesn't reply to all.
I don't reply
Doesn't reply.
because reply does take in a lot of time. to be honest.
He's like, here's this fucking guy again. But that's super important, actually. My suegra, our Pao's mom, just had like she texted us. She's like, I just had like a proud mom moment.
Celebrity mom
Yeah,
moment.
celebrity mom moment. Like she was wearing our merch, and she was at Vaughn's or Ralph's, and she goes, someone came up to me and was like, oh, Vive con Huevos, like the podcast. And then I was like, well, did you get a picture or name? And I was like, who was it? And then she's like, yeah, my daughter's
No,
comadre
they
Pao.
asked him, like, oh, do you listen?
Oh,
And she
yeah.
was like, yeah, my daughter's actually comadre Pao.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
And then
dope.
they were like, oh.
Yeah, my mom had one of those too because she used to have a hair salon, and she had a picture of my sisters and I like right there, and she's doing this girl's hair, and she's like, the girl goes, oh, how do you know Cesar? My mom's like, that's my
How
son.
do you know Cesar?
My mom's like, that's my son. She's like, what the fuck? Like that's fucking Ryan
Yeah.
friends. My mom's like, oh yeah, like you know, like I know. She's like, I know Saul. She started name dropping. She's like, Aaron. They all come around here. Yeah.
I cut them up all.
All their
Before every
fades are for
podcast,
me.
I chopped them
I
up.
got their hair. You want it?
That ass.
Picks up hair from the floor.
Yeah.
They start doing some brujeria and shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, everyone's super supportive. I
Yeah,
love it. I
it's
love
cool.
it so much. I can't wait till like all this pays off for them too, or we just be able to like just change people's lives.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm waiting for. That'll be my billboard moment. Once I could do that, then I'll really feel good about
Buy my
myself.
mom a house.
Yeah, literally.
That'd be crazy.
Once you get that Spotify check.
That's that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too because I actually just had a conversation with my dad about growing the brand today, and I was like, "You'll understand once I know where we're at, where we can be. You'll understand." And I was like, "Right now, I know you don't understand, but like, trust me, the plans are there."
And that's something you gotta like take in as almost like were you guys first generation?
Yeah, I am.
First, that's something you gotta understand. Where it's just like your parents don't get it, but don't hold it against them. Don't hold it like because they don't like it's it's okay. You don't gotta be like you never believed in me. But like no shit, like bro, like
I don't even know what the fuck this is.
yeah, of course.
They don't understand.
Yeah, so
Like,
don't
they
hold
just
that.
don't.
Don't hold them against that. And then just once you do it, be accepting. Be like, oh, like I'm sorry. Don't be like, no, fuck you. You didn't.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's fucked up.
No, my dad, and I speak about my dad just because my mom's always supportive. She's like, I don't care what you do as long as you're happy. My dad's very like entrepreneurial minded. Like he started his own business. Like he came here, like the typical story. Like he came here with like nothing and built something and was able to provide for his family.
Yeah.
which I'm super grateful for. You know, I mean, I always say is like when we start a family, like I want to be able to have my own business when we start having a family, because my dad valued family time so much when I was growing up. Like I had my issues with my dad, and everybody that listens to our day ones know that I have had my daddy issues. But at the end of the day, nunca me faltó nada.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and my dad was always there. Like every sports game.
Simpsons
Yeah,
part.
just a Simpsons.
Turned it
Let me turn them around real quick.
Turned out-
But nunca me, like my essentials, nunca me faltó nada.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
went hungry. Like I always had a roof over my head. Like I said, I went to private school my entire life. Like not a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
And I'm super grateful. And I always tell Pao, I was like, but I also when we start having kids, I also want to be in a position where I can have the liberty to take some time off and enjoy like the weekends with them.
Yeah,
Or
for
my
sure.
dad, mi papá nunca me faltó un partido mío.
Oh, nice.
Like he was always there, and like it was either like he took the morning off, or he took the afternoon off, or the whole day off just to be there for that
Nice.
moment. You know, for that 1 hour. Like he missed out on like X amount of money to be there with his kids. So like he sees the vision and he sees like what I want to do. I just think in his mind, he's more like macho in a way where it's like if you're not working with your hands and you're not doing something physical,
Yeah, yeah.
entonces no estás haciendo nada.
Exactly.
Like he doesn't understand remote work, like working from home. He's like, pues no estás trabajando.
You
But
gotta-
I am.
You gotta hit some nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a callus
Your
on
hands have to be
hands.
dirty.
Which is funny because like before I used to have like a bunch of calluses. And
Soft
like,
hands. You got soft
yeah, now I
hands.
have soft hands, man.
Got soft hands. Yeah, no, I feel that 100% because, yeah, I mean that's all I do. Like even everyone in my family, everyone works in like lumber, so everybody's like straight into it. And then on my dad's side, everybody's a truck driver, so everybody's very like manual. And then I'm just like typing away, but they don't know I work more than them.
Yeah.
They're over there like nerd.
Yeah, I work way more.
I mean, you probably work 24 hours.
Yeah, they do like
65
8
days a
hours.
week,
I'm
you
doing
know?
like 14, 15,
Yeah.
16 hours.
Exactly.
And look, I got shorter. It's crazy.
Sacrificed my height.
Sacrifice my
But
height.
my money got longer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bars,
Bars.
bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Step on my money. I'm 6'4".
Oh shit! Dang.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so there's that.
I'm taking that. That was said on this podcast. Was it your guys' new single?
Sing me a new
6'4".
song. 6'4".
Let's talk about bitches.
Just talking about bitch.
I got last time. We grew from that.
Yeah, we grew.
The
Yeah.
song still
That's
slaps.
just a banger.
That
Dude. I'm
song
not even
still
gonna lie.
slaps.
I kind of like that song. Yeah.
Yeah, that was our. Yeah, that was.
That
Yeah,
shit-
we can't be toxic anymore.
We're grown.
We're grown.
Yeah,
We're grown. We can't even say when I grew up. It's
Yeah,
done.
we're already
We're now
old.
You're
grown.
already grown.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, deadass. I gotta be. Honestly, the podcast ruined my love life, so I gotta stop. But then I'm like, fuck. But it's so funny. Being toxic is funny.
Yeah.
It is funny. And I mean, I don't know. It's funny for sure. I feel like if I didn't know Mario before he had the podcast and like I met him while he had the podcast, as a girl, like I don't think I would listen. I would listen and be like, oh, and maybe question some things, you know, but I don't think it would be a complete turn off to me to like be toxic, like say your shit. Like, I mean, we're toxic within each other, but we know we're not actually toxic, you know? So I'm sure with the time, there's
time,
going to be
yeah.
people that will start to
And
understand.
the dynamic works. Bao and I, like, since the get go, like, we're like, this is who the fuck I am. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, before her and I started dating, like, I was your fuckboy facts. Yeah. And like she talks about it, we talk about it super openly. I was like, I was a manhole before we started dating, and then like I was like, this is who I am. This is who I was. And I did tell her, I was like, going into my next relationship, I was like, I fucked around so bad, like, or so much that I was like, my next relationship is gonna be with the person I marry.
That's how I feel.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
And like lo and behold, 6 years,
No,
5
it's
years
like,
later,
you're right.
yeah,
It is.
yeah.
Yeah, same. I was
But
like,
we
I'm
had
done.
we did have to have that like conversation and lay it all on the table.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, dude, I was a dick to this person. I did this. I did that, this and the other, and I regret it, but I learned from it, and I mean, it's cliche. It's like I am who I am because of my past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were able to have that like adult conversation and like talk about it, which is I feel like is 100% why we are where we are now.
It's important. I
Yeah.
feel like, and that when we started dating, it was very much in that type like mind frame. And I know it takes a lot. Like some girls don't want to hear about your past or don't care to know about the girls that you were with. But to me, it was like I need to know why you are who you are and like what situations you went
Why
through.
are you singing
in life.
Amorfada?
Yeah. Why the fuck are you so heartbroken every time you hear these songs?
Taking that one to the grave.
You fucked up, bro. Never forget. She hates that song.
Loki, it turns on and I like start twisting my like eyes.
Go for reach for the knife.
But no, yeah. You know, so I think just it hasn't ruined it. You just with time,
Yeah.
it'll come.
Yeah. How long have you guys been dating like fully?
How long have you guys
5
known
years.
each other?
Yeah.
5 years.
Like
5 years, yeah.
Oh,
Well, she
okay.
was
Yeah.
so we're part of the same friend group, but when I started hanging out with our that sounds super weird to say. When I started hanging out with our friend group, she was in San Francisco studying, and then she came back. It's actually super funny because like she came back and her best friend was like, "Oh, I know," like played Cupid basically, but she had already come, like she was like spent so much time in school and like.
I was hustling in San
Yeah.
Francisco. Like I have no time.
So
for
when we
myself.
first started talking, she's like, "Oh, I'm in this. I'm gonna fuck shit up mentality. Like I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna party. Like
travel.
enjoy my life." And then I was like, "All right, bet. Like if that's what you want to do, like cool." Like I was still in my like fuckboy era, and I was like, "I'm just trying to fuck, dog." I just want to see if I can turn you into a pretzel. Like. And then so.
You hear that, Mom?
Sorry, it's like that.
Niño desrespetuoso. No tiene respeto este muchacho.
So when we first started talking, when I got introduced to her, that's what came off, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm not gonna hold it against you. Like nor do I know where this is going or what it was, because we were just introduced as friends. Like it wasn't like anything.
No, we were just having a conversation. Like, oh yeah, I just got
And I
back
was like,
from
all right,
Mexico.
dope. And then we started going on more dates and getting to know each other a lot more. And it got to the point where I was confused, and I was like, I had to ask her. I was like, so what the fuck are we? Yeah.
You hit
Damn.
it? She's like,
I asked her that as we were on a date with my niece at the zoo.
I was like, what do you mean, bro? Like we're literally walking around the zoo holding hands, and I just met your 4-year-old niece. Like,
Yeah, what do you
So
mean?
what are we?
Damn, so you're telling me there's hope.
wow. Okay,
Hope is
so
there, bro.
You met her
For
when
the
you were
retired
25,
fuckboys.
25, 24?
25.
See?
Oh shit.
This
Oh
is
no,
what
I'm
you're-
turning 26.
No, that sucks. You
There's
missed the
still
train.
hope.
I missed.
still hope.
Yeah, I missed the train.
Maybe you were 25, about to turn 26.
Yeah, I was about to turn 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a
I
couple
was
days, dude.
24.
I got a couple.
It's 5. Hey,
got
we're,
5
we're,
days.
we're,
got
we're
5
in
days.
San
Start
Diego.
swiping on Tinder.
We're in San Diego. Get that Tinder premium.
I don't know. I think you need to get off Tinder and go on to like, is it Bumble? Or
Bumble,
something?
when they
Bumble?
shoot the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned if a girl shoots her shot, she's you're gonna get in a relationship.
It's a lot more
Yeah.
successful.
I
Yeah,
like it when they
successful,
tell you, hey, can I get your phone number?
Put the number.
Yeah, like they get your phone number. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Oh, like when they ask
Yeah.
you,
When they
you
ask me,
get-
yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
So you guys do like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to
guys are
be.
weird about it.
I like to be like que me rueguen a mí,
Yeah.
low key, like not que me
feel that.
rueguen, but like, cause for me it's easy to walk up to anyone, talk to them, and charm them, but not try to charm me. That's a little bit harder. I'm a little bit more stuck up.
I'm a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the chase. I like flirting with girls. I like doing that.
But that's
once
why
I get once I get her, I'm just like, okay, well,
exactly.
where's the next
On to
bar?
that. Where's the next billboard?
That's why you need the dog to come to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a girl like that, and I fumbled her.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
It happens.
I started singing
Yeah.
Sam Smith now.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just crazy.
Oh,
I really
but
have to pee.
all right. Jesus,
It's about to.
Jesus, pause.
You say I'm crazy. I'll be the what's it called? The commercial music. See, I don't think I know what you've done. 'Cause when you call me baby, no, I'm not the only one. I know.
It's just that way.
All right, guys. So welcome back. If you've made it this long,
Thank you.
true fans,
True fans.
make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Gets annoying to say it like every week, huh?
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
So you gotta add some likes.
Say it at the beginning of the video. That
Yeah,
way
it's
it's
at
just
the
boom,
beginning.
you're out of your way.
Yeah. Sometimes I say it in the beginning. Sometimes I'm like, if you made it this far, bro, like,
You better fucking
Yeah.
You better
subscribe.
already.
you better
really
be sharing
subscribe,
everything, yeah.
like-
If you made it this far, Cash App.
oh, that's true.
I was like,
We did do that for Jesus' birthday, and he got like he got some money.
yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I should have charged and I should have been like, hey.
Give me a percent. I need
70-30.
Yeah, I need 30%.
But guys, again, like I said, thank you so much for being here. I know it was a long time coming. I like giving people their flowers.
Yeah, thank you.
So as much as
No, you don't accept them very well.
Oh yeah. So as much as
We'll look at them.
yeah.
Oh, they smell nice. Give them
I don't like flowers.
Sounds like nice. I need bigger ones.
Quiero un ramo buchón.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
But as much as you think you haven't done anything, and I get that, but you guys have, and you guys, I mean, a little round of applause for you guys and
Yes.
everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For everybody in the network, the besties, bueno. I mean, you guys just added Rex's wife, right?
Yeah.
His wife.
To the besties.
Yeah.
Shout out Central America, representing for Central Americans.
Yeah. We have to. What is it? The
Be
pool.
inclusive.
Yeah.
Be
Inclusive.
Yeah, I added 2 Mexicans, so I was,
It looks good on your. It looks good on your taxes.
yeah.
It's
You're adding minorities.
we're hiring someone in a wheelchair pretty soon.
It helps
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah,
And a veteran.
There are programs where you can hire veterans.
Exactly, and they
Yeah.
pay you.
Yeah,
Like
they
the
pay
kid
you.
comes
Yeah.
in, Hire a
Yeah.
veteran.
You didn't know that?
hire,
Yeah.
Spinning.
hire a veteran in a wheelchair.
There's programs where they'll pay you to hire veterans or people who are about to get out of the military, so they can transfer into civilian life.
Right away. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the program pays you out fat too. That's why companies do it. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't want to quote this wrong, but it's a good amount of money per person. It's a bag.
Yeah.
I'm just everybody's gonna get fired and we put all bunch of veterans.
I.e. in veterans.
I.e. in military.
Nah, bro.
I.e. in military.
Chill out, bro. They're gonna hear a noise and
Bro, it's just the camera beep. It's not a bomb.
Like earlier with the ice machine.
Yeah.
I was a veteran. No, I'm playing.
Well, the other day we were recording and a random firework went off, and we
were hearing that one.
we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, so we're gonna start wrapping up things a little bit. But before we wrap things up, there are 2 questions that I always like asking my guests.
Okay.
More so, I feel like it's on the personal level. It's pretty fun to hear what people's answers are sometimes. We got hit with the Uno reverse with Hans and Rex. I asked them, and they're like, hey, but no, we want to know your answer. And I was like, fuck, was not prepared.
It's funny because
Yeah.
we ask them every single time we have guests, but we never like actually answered or thought about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like,
So, shit, let me Google this real quick. Chat GPT, what do I answer? So it's always the same 2 questions. It's if you could go back in time and give yourself a piece of advice, what would you say? Like, what was going on?
at
what age?
Seeing where I can take this, because I don't know if you guys knew this. I used to own Bitcoin.
Okay.
I would have been like, don't sell that shit. That would have been number one. I invested in Bitcoin like 2017, I think.
Okay.
Oh, shit, what about you?
Yeah, I had like 75% of a Bitcoin, and I sold that shit. So I feel like, don't sell that shit.
Damn.
How much you sell it for?
So what happened? This fucking sucks.
You're really putting him personal, yeah. Every time he thinks of something sad.
That's his soundtrack.
Yeah.
It just follows him around.
I basically got scammed out of it.
Oh.
It's because it was this program I did. Double your Bitcoin in 90 days. Motherfucker turned off the website. Yeah. So there's that, but let me see. There's something else. What else? An advice I'll give myself at a younger age.
Mm.
What age would it be?
It would probably be sometime around my high school year when I was like doing YouTube. It'd probably be like, who cares what people think? Probably just be that. Like, just keep doing you.
Yeah.
Because I think at that point I was kind of lost of like, that's where I kind of started feeling weird for liking what I like. And that's when people were like judging me more. And I was just more in my head.
Well, you're younger too. So
Yeah,
you don't,
more
like,
impressionable
know,
and
yeah.
you want to be with the cool kids and shit. But I think it'd be that.
And YouTube was like so.
It was weird. It was for
Yeah.
nerds.
Yeah,
fucking
it
for
was so
dweebs.
new.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it would just be that. But like, you're doing great. I think it's just you're doing good. That's
Trust the process.
it. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn.
Wait.
Huh?
Yeah, it's yours.
I was trying to think.
Skip.
That's good, bro. I got sent to like some dark places. I was like,
It's like crying.
you say I'm crazy. I think it's very similar around the very similar time. But it was more for like I should have doubled down in what I wanted to do with my life instead of what I thought I wanted to do. What I like, not what I did what I should have, like people told me to do, and not what I wanted to do. Because like straight out of high school, I wanted to become a firefighter, but like I got made kind of like less because I want to do that. I don't even know why the fuck I listened to this person. I was like, I'll still be making more money than you anyway. I didn't do that, and I took like the school path and like the whole like going to become like a doctor. Like that was like my goal, but it wasn't my goal. It was more like I'm just doing it to prove a point. But if I would have just stuck with that, I mean, my life would have been different. But I guess it wouldn't have been this. Right. So I can't really blame it. But if I could go back in time, I would be okay with the fact that my life would have been different as a firefighter instead. Yeah.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, follow my dreams would have been been it.
You always end up where you're supposed to be. So who knows if you could.
I could still become a firefighter right now.
You know?
Just side quest.
Side quest.
Yeah. No, it's a real fun question to ask sometimes because it's like, of course, we always get like I wouldn't really change anything because like if I did, then I wouldn't be in the position that I am. But it's like you still kind of think about it sometimes, you know, like there's times when you were younger and you like that had that moment of like self-doubt and you're like, well, am I really just doing this? Like, well, should I be doing it? Like, do I just want to be a cool kid? Like, you know, you're like, am I just a nerd on YouTube?
Yeah. You know, there's a time when I could have been an actor. I remember it was literally a decision I had to make. It was 6th grade. I was in this, it felt straight up Illuminati thing, bro. I was like,
you were at a crossroads?
Yeah, I literally was at a crossroads. Oh. I was in this tall ass building in downtown LA, and then I don't remember the dude. I just remember from his neck down, he was wearing a suit and he slides a piece of paper on the desk, and all I had to do was sign it. And it was either
and you were in 6th grade?
Yeah.
You were little, and he's just giving you.
Well, my mom was
next
to me.
I was like,
no, my mom was with me. But it was either I moved to New York to do this acting showcase that they wanted me, because I used to go acting, a really good acting school, and I was like killing it. And every audition I was doing great. And they're like, we want to send you to this showcase in New York. We think you're gonna kill it. And then so it's like you'll be out there for 3 months. So it was basically the ultimatum was go to New York for 3 months or stay here and be comfortable. And I mean, I was in 6th grade. I was fucking scared. I was like, I don't want to be there by myself. And my mom couldn't go out there because she's got to pay. So I was scared. I was like, nah. And then we just didn't take it.
That kind of sounds like some Sound of Freedom shit.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was like,
I'm kind of glad I didn't do it. Maybe I would have been like some weird ass Disney kid. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, every fucking Disney kid got molested. So.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
Peter Piper.
Yeah. So good thing I didn't do it. I went my own route. Did my own thing. Yeah. But I remember that was I've always thought about that. That haunted me for so long. I was like, fuck, I should have done it. But who knows? Yeah. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, it does. That's I like that. I like this question because I feel like that question always gives people that I like my life the way it is moment. You know, I don't take enough time to like really appreciate my life where it's at, and I think that question really does give people that like, no, but I don't really want to change it. You know?
Yeah.
So, most of the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna feel like I made it when I moved to San Diego.
All right.
I want to retire. I want to retire here in San Diego.
It has been the move for a lot of our guests. And it's like, we want to live out here. Yeah.
Can we buy the whole complex?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All these fucking
hey, that's
houses.
really cool. Because we always talk about like a homie house, but I'm like, I would not. Like, I would have a long time ago, but not now. Like, fuck no. But if we all just live next to each other, like,
I've always wanted like a compound. Like a rancho. And
yeah,
it's like,
compounds are
dope. Like, okay,
so
this is, we all live together, but
Kinda
that's your
cultish,
space over there, bro. Yeah. And get your dog off my lawn, bro.
Pick up your fucking dog shit, bro.
It's fucking ruining my grass. And then the last question is, what has been the worst and the best advice you've been given?
Worst advice, stay in school. Best advice? Best advice. Okay, hold on. That's a very good one.
Every time I drink out of this, I don't want to look at Cesar.
He like covers the eyes too, like the.
It's because if I look straight forward, I have the two white lights, so it's more comfortable seeing you.
You know what it is? Honestly, it's so simple but so effective. I used to get this. Used to be the thing is this was so engraved in me. It was always yelled at me. I was always being yelled at this. But it's don't be lazy. That's it. Like if you're doing, oh no, it's don't be lazy. And what's the downside? So basically, if you're doing something, and you're like, should I do this? You're like, well, what's the downside? If there's no downside, then do it. Like it's just extra. Always do more. Don't be lazy. Don't do the bare minimum. I used to work for this fucking crazy ass multi-millionaire entrepreneur dude who like literally engraved that in me. He's like, why aren't you doing more? Like, why not? Like, what's the downside of not doing more? And I was like, yeah. And ever since, like, yeah, I was like, what's the downside? Let's do it. Yeah. So I think it'll be that. Shout out Ty Lopez, even though I have a love-hate relationship with him.
That's your mentor, bro. That's your mentor.
Low-key, I think I want to have him on the podcast.
You need to like, in a way, he really
he kind of
paved the way.
He shaped me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, you typically usually have like a love-hate relationship with your mentor.
Yeah.
I still haven't found my mentor.
I am my mentor.
I need to find. I want to find a mentor.
It's extremely important.
Yeah.
I feel like I know who's gonna be my mentor. It's just I'm not ready to approach him yet. Or
Do you approach them? Like you're like, hey, I want you to mentor me.
In a way you don't, but in a way they need to know that that's what you want to do. So like this person is like a business person, but in a business that I want to get into that I know nothing about, which is perfect because like the book that we were reading, like if you get into a business that you know what you're doing, then you're gonna fuck it up because you're not gonna be ready to do everything else for it, right?
Yeah.
So it's not that he has to approach me. Like we know each other, like we've talked to each other. He values me and I value him, but I have to be like, hey, I want to do this too, and he'll be like, all right, let me teach you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm not ready yet. I gotta build a little bit more money to be like, all right, like we go all in.
Yeah, I think for my mentors are extremely important. I think I've had 3 mentors in my life. One who was really my mentor, like he literally had that conversation, was the dude who taught me how to edit on Premiere Pro. His name was Eddie. He was my coworker, and I would be like, show me everything. So that dude, I see Jesus Sepulveda as a mentor. I haven't told him, but like we always like bounce back and forth a lot, and like I admire that dude so much, and I think there's those 2 for sure. I think there might be one more, but I can't think of it. But yeah, extremely important. Just to know, like if someone's already there, like ask for help. What the fuck they're gonna say no? Exactly. What's the worst they can do? Is say no?
Spit in your face.
Yeah. What's the downside?
That's true. What are mine? You said worst and best, right?
Yeah.
Worst advice, gotten it by all my ex-girlfriends, is to stop being yourself.
Stop being yourself.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would tell
these women?
That's why they're exes.
They don't like the way I am, and I'm like, oh, why are you with me?
Yeah.
Why are you so friendly?
Yeah, why are you so friendly? It's like one of them, like the last one would always be like, you're always saying pendejadas, and I'm like, but they pay me to say pendejadas. Yeah. You say them for free.
Yeah.
Like we are not the same, right? And best advice I've ever gotten. Oof. I've gotten a lot of really good advice, so I'd have to really think about this one. Because I don't want to go with something generic. Because there's advice that people give you that's just super generic, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll take it, whatever. But I mean, I guess it wasn't told to me. It was more like read in a book, and it was like lead with love.
Oh, it's cool.
Like, even if you hate me, but I lead with love, and I put like a little bit of love in you for me.
Pause.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? You gonna love me. It's like I'm not giving you that energy for me to hate you, so the energy is never gonna come back. It's gonna just stay on you, and if that's on you, then it is what it is. Yeah. So I feel like lead with love. That's always been in my mind.
That's I like that one. Actually, I have a tattoo on my bicep that I got from a book. I kind of twisted it a little bit, so it's from one of my favorite. Well, he's a poet, but he wrote a series of books. Charles Bukowski, and he said something in one of the books where he was explaining passion to somebody, and he said, "Find what you love and let it kill you." And it was like, at first when I read it, I mean, I was little when I read it, and I was like, "That's kind of weird. Like, why would something I love kill me?" And then.
Yeah, you're seeing it too much. I'm mode for it. She's gonna kill you.
Yeah, she's gonna gypsy rose me. And then when I started like actually analyzing the quote, and I was like, it's more of a find what you like or like love and you're passionate about, and actually like kind of like that deep dive, like just immerse yourself in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's what you're gonna take to the grave with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's like you got to live with it. Like you love it, live with it, and what's gonna happen? You're gonna die.
Yeah.
But with it.
Yeah. Live with balls.
So now he tattooed it on himself. So he's literally gonna
Yeah.
Live,
he's
laugh,
literally
love.
gonna
We were
die with it.
No, it's on my bicep. Actually, that was one of our first dates.
Tattoo?
Yeah. Well, I got a tattoo.
I took him because we went to TJ, and my
Damn.
car had sent
Yeah.
it. So I was like,
That's
yeah, I'll take you.
commitment. That's toxic.
She saw that needle get
Yeah.
through you. She's like,
Like when you every time you look at this tattoo, you're gonna think of me.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. Oh, I
She
never
was
thought about
there.
that with that. That is red flag. What the
I
fuck?
think
They are
toxic
toxic.
Yeah.
no,
Like
we just
boy
catch
facts.
on. We just
They
catch on.
are toxic.
I think toxic first every single time. It's my toxic
funny.
trait.
But guys, thank you so much for being here. Again, this was fun. I really
Oh
hope.
yeah, I had a great
Yeah,
time.
thank you
yeah,
guys
I
so
really
much.
do
Fun
appreciate
time.
it. Finally made it happen. And it was a good time. It was definitely worth the wait. Trust the process, guys. It happens.
Trust
They
the process.
they eventually answer.
Maybe.
But guys, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really just it means a lot. It means a lot. Like I said in the beginning, you guys are one of the podcasters that I like really admire. There's a lot of them. I mean, there's you guys. I mean, I would say it's the typical like 3 or 4 that you always hear. I mean, I know it's you guys, it's the boys at PLP. La Platica is like my number one. Is like I love Josh Leva and Sebas. Is like they're actually like my number one. Sorry guys, but
They're cool. They're cool. Now we fuck with them too.
but I know you guys are super cool with them.
Yeah.
But honestly, I admire you guys so much, and more because you guys were, like I said in the beginning, you guys were able to build something from nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you guys were not in the space. You guys were not influencers. You guys were just 3 homies that came together and, you know,
Had a vision.
yeah.
I will say that I started hearing about you guys way before I started hearing about La Platica. So.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a true fan, man.
I think
Like,
Google's
you
wrong.
guys, yeah, Google is wrong.
No, we started first.
We
no?
started
We
first,
started
yeah.
first, but I don't want to start beef.
all love. But honestly, like I started listening to you guys and seeing you guys. You guys were like in I don't know where it was, but it was the white room when you guys had the fucking boom mics in your guys' fucking face.
Bro, that was a crazy
And like
setup.
the headsets with the little spiral, I think, or something had
yeah,
the
yeah,
spiral.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
was bad, bro.
Yeah.
The thing is, one of my crazy ex-girlfriends should make me send her Snapchats of me where I was at. So actually,
spoon on your head?
shout out to her. No, shout out to her. I have a bunch of memories from like when we started, so they always come up. They'll be coming up
Toxic
soon.
memories, but they're
¿Ves por
memories. Yeah.
algo?
Yeah. So yeah.
Just start it. I mean, just start whatever it is. Just start. Who cares
Do it.
about how it looks? Just start it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a podcast. People listen to it
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
they watch it.
Yeah, we have a lot more audio than visual. But before we
but-
sign off, is there anything else you guys want to leave the listeners to?
Well,
For?
thank you guys for welcoming
Yeah.
welcoming us to your house. Very warm
100%.
energy here.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed.
So comfortable. Like, I want
yeah,
to sleep.
He was slouching right now.
He's
so I was
like
like,
this.
I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
comfortable.
It's a
right now.
very comfortable space,
Yeah.
and I mean, of course, we wish you guys the best. And I mean, you guys always have us here, so
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah, honestly, I love brainstorming. I love like ideas. So call me whenever, and I'll be more than happy to like share
We're gonna
ideas.
start
Yeah.
setting up Zoom meetings.
For real.
Zoom meetings
Driving up to
Honestly,
that.
are easier.
I've been wanting to do something like that, where just have like a collective of
Like
people.
monthly collectives.
Yeah, I've actually literally thought about this. There's like maybe like once a month or every 3 months. Still trying to figure it out. But yeah, I love. There's nothing more I love than like just bouncing back ideas. So
Yeah.
call me, hit me up whenever with anything. Anything since you guys are like growing in this process. Any thing that you guys are facing that seems challenging, hit us up. We've probably been through it. Probably know the best ways to fix it. Yeah, just anything, just hit us up. I'm just a call away,
Yeah.
not a text away.
You guys heard it here
Don't
first.
text me,
eh?
call me.
Call me.
Call him.
Sounds like you. Sounds
Yeah.
to me
Or
like
call
you
me.
found a mentor.
Yeah, I know.
Mario, just text me, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
he's available.
Well,
Or you ask me. Motherfucker.
What's
Like,
funny
what do you
because
mean?
Hans and Rex said the same thing. I was like talking shit to them. And I was like, yes, I will fucking takes like 5 business days to answer. And then he'll like send an emoji. I was like, bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm the worst at texting. Like everyone tells, like everybody tells, like I hate texting Saul because he seems so uninterested. I'm like, I just
You just text.
text
Yeah,
and I
you just
send it.
reply,
Like just call me. Like,
And then Rex said the same thing. He's like, just text me and I'll tell you what the fuck he's doing. But really, guys, honestly, I cannot stress it enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It really was a dream to have you guys on here. I really do not shut up about all the podcasts that I listen to, and then just having you guys here, like I said, fucking starstruck.
Thank you so much, and I hope you guys do big things. I love the name. I'm telling you right now. So you guys got to make the best out of it. There's so much you can do. So I'm your guys' fan. Hit me up whenever. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for invite your guys' fans. Thank you for listening all the way through, finding us interesting. Love you all.
Hope y'all liked us.
Yeah, and if you guys are here from I Am Friends, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit them up, follow them. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, it was fun time. A great time. Thank you so much.
As you can see, we don't really know how to end things.
Yeah, no, well, I'm the same way, bro.
I have abandonment issues. I don't want to end this.
That's why we had to give him a quote to end with. It's like, all right, once you say it, it ends.
So
He's
you're
about to
saying we're
leave with
gonna
the
leave?
But guys, seriously, thank you. And to all the fans, como siempre, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things that you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. We out of here. Peace.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna send you an invoice and all that stuff.